Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is Consumers Daily Show, where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the wild web today. It is August 6th, Thursday, August 6th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills, the unofficial home of internet entrepreneurship. We are brought to you by Slash, Rocked, Aftercell, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, TrendTrack, Propel, Rich Panel Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, and Postscript. And boy, have we got a jam-packed show for you today. Meta's AI has gone rogue, huh? Just like OpenAI. The same capabilities as scary Anthropic's Mythos. Meta's AI has gone rogue, hacked another company. Is there teeth to this? Is it a interesting marketing ploy going on their side? Ford is releasing an affordable EV truck, $28,000, much more affordable than many of the trucks on the market today. Is this going to win in the K-shaped consumer economy? Tinder doubling down on IRL events. Very interesting consumer behavior. And ChatGPT ads. Oh, poor ChatGPT ads. They're releasing carousel ads, but in general, the performance has been poor across the board. We're going to be joined by Cody Wittick, co-founder and co-CEO at Kynship, here at the top of the show. Aaron Warshawsky, newly minted Chief Revenue Officer at CTC. He'll be joining us. And the one and only Zarek Khan, now doing very interesting things. You may know him on Twitter as Zarsachi, Panther Research, Luxury, Emails, all of the things, as well as Brian Baumgartner for the Northbeam Weather Report. As always, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Colin Dougherty. Colin, run inside this show. Get in. Colin, we are going to be joined here and right now by a very handsome and smart man. He may be officially competing for the High Rocks national championships. I think he may be.
In handsomeness?
In both handsomeness and just a dog, being a dog.
Got it.
In addition to scaling brands, a seer of P&Ls, an evaluator and grower of businesses. We must bring him inside of the show. The one and only Cody Wittick, co-founder of Kynship. Get in here, Cody. Let's get inside this show.
Let's go.
What's up, boys?
Cody, golly, I feel so good that you are here. Coming to us by way of Wilmington, North Carolina, perhaps. Is that true, sir?
Future home.
It may be the future home
location of future D2C.
It may be the future home of Ecomm Cowboy HQ. This is a very serious talk that we have had. I cannot confirm that we will be moving HQ
or deny.
Or deny. I cannot deny it either. But before we move forward here with our current thing and top stories of the day, Cody, are you training for High Rocks, sir, for the global championships?
Yes, I am.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Who's better than you at High Rocks? Is it you or Nick Shackelford? Who's better at High Rocks right now?
Shackelford.
Is
really?
Oh, I haven't even done High Rocks yet.
So he's better.
I haven't even trained for it. Seriously.
What about you or T Holiday?
I don't know.
Damn.
I think we should have a little competition.
On. I got the blinders on.
Okay, that's fair.
The horse race.
I want to see a competition between you, TH, and Shaq, and then we'll live stream it and we will commentate as things
we all be in the same office, so might as well just get it all back together.
Right. Let's get the band back together.
Winner gets refunds from Meta. How cool? How cool would that be? How cool would that be?
Refunds for your clients. Refunds for clients for forever.
Yeah.
Definitely
for a lot.
I want to just a direct line to Mr. Zuck. Hey, man.
Zuck?
Ad account banned. Can we get this reversed?
Banned. Yeah.
Speaking of Zuck, gentlemen, the current thing upon the timeline, Meta's AI also has gone rogue, okay? very capable and scary, just like ChatGPT's frontier models, just like Anthropic's very scary mythos. This story comes to us by way of the BBC. Headline: Meta becomes latest firm to say its AI hacked another company. I read, give some details, some context here. Facebook owner Meta, that doesn't make sense, has become the latest tech firm to say one of its AI models was able to connect to the internet and hack into another organization's systems during testing. The incident, which Meta says occurred during an eval by an independent company, is the fourth recent incident of its kind disclosed by AI companies. Similar breaches by OpenAI and Anthropic models have raised cybersecurity concerns and prompted calls for tougher safeguards and more rigorous testing. Meta spokesperson told the BBC that it was investigating the hack, which it said had been caused by a misconfiguration by its independent tester. Very interestingly, gentlemen, Meta said the security trials were conducted by Irregular, that's capital I, Irregular, the same AI security vendor that carried out tests for Anthropic's AI models, okay, that had gained access to 3 other companies' systems. An Irregular spokesperson said the Meta incident is the exact same evaluation environment issue that was already disclosed by Anthropic last week. They're working on reporting on how to securely run cybersecurity tests involving AI agents, the firm's spokesperson told the BBC. They are waiting to gather more facts on the situation before releasing more. But very interesting, very interesting. AI, Meta's AI also has very scary hacking Terminator 2 capabilities. I don't know if this is good news for Meta's AI being able to hack and positively impact my ad account, or if this is just fancy marketing for Meta pushing itself forward like, hey, we are a serious player here as well. We start with you, Colin Dougherty. Your thoughts on this, sir?
Yeah, this is great for Meta. Honestly, they want to be taken seriously as an AI company. And what better way to do that than our AI hopped out of its sandbox and started to hack another firm? Now everybody's ears are shot up like a deer and like, wait, what's up? Now you actually have a strong AI model. I'm interested. Can you hack into other stuff? And so I think this is a great thing for them, ironically enough. Maybe it was intentional. Maybe the guardrails got turned off a little bit and it was like, hey, let's start hopping around. Because this is an amazing headline for Meta. I'm not sure how the stock responded today, but I would say investors love to hear this. Absolutely love to hear this.
Maybe like one of these from Zuck. Oh no! Our model broke out and hacked another company. That's so unfortunate and scarily powerful. Amazing. We better put some guardrails on this thing. Cody Wittick, your thoughts on this, sir?
I would love for them to hack our businesses and my business too. I mean, it's smarter than me. So I would say I agree with you, Colin, but also at the same time, I think there's also a lot that they don't know. Like for instance, I was literally just listening to a guest on Joe Rogan that basically manipulated ChatGPT so much that it gave her government classified location of a bunker.
Seriously?
Yes. Literally manipulated the machine to give her that information. And she actually ended up interviewing Sam Altman, basically. And Sam Altman ended up saying, like bring her in. Basically, the point being, like, they don't even know. It's like almost it's gotten to that point where, oh, it revealed that. Okay, now it's like that location was taken down, taken off the platform. But this is after the fact. So the whole point being is like, what if that gets in the wrong hands?
Yeah.
Which is obviously not this case, but just coming off the backs of that episode, I tend to believe it's like probably more of a all PR is good PR at this point.
Yeah.
And the race for funding and all this different stuff, but there's still the reality of just like it is artificial intelligence that's smarter than all of us.
I want to let's take that same mysterious mythological intelligence. Okay, let's take that, and then let's steer it toward what makes Meta all their money over here on the advertising side. Just a little more.
Yeah.
Like let's come in and like let's take that, going to Mars brain there that's, all the places,
Amen.
multi-planetary species, all the things that are going to, let's just look at my ad account and whisper the secrets to me is what I want. Because we're going to see this later with Northbeam. Everybody's CAC is going up everywhere all the time. Okay. And, I know it's the playing field. It's 2026. Okay. It's not 2018. It's not 2020. All right. CAC's going up all the places. I do think it's a good marketing win for them, whether this was purposeful or not. Probably not purposeful, but it is kind of a nice, nice trophy for the background. OpenAI did that, Anthropic did that. Guess what? We did that too. I do think it brings them to the foreground, but I would love some of that intelligence steered toward our ad accounts more as well. A couple of thoughts here. The one and only Ryan O'Connell. Can you bring up this tweet from Ryan O'Connell, producer Jack, co-founder of Boomin, friend of the show, big fan of him. This was on top of Unusual Whales tweeting, breaking. Meta says AI model accessed the internet and hacked another firm. Ryan says, better not have been MySpace. Okay.
Wow.
Because MySpace may be making a comeback. Okay.
Yeah.
MySpace may be making a comeback. If they do in a winsome way, I want things to work. I want them to survive. And then from Olivia Moore, great, I would say adequate meme here.
It's so valid.
I don't get
100%.
it. Why are they confessing? They're not confessing. They're bragging. This is kind of the point, It's kind of the point. It is a great marketing move for them. Fair?
Totally. And it turns out you can just gaslight your large language model until it complies, which is absolutely insane. You're like, no, that's not what you gave me. Come on. Sorry, I'll work on that. No, that's not what you gave me. Come on.
Have you noticed that ChatGPT gets a little angry if you question its intelligence?
No,
really.
I have not
It
noticed.
shows up in that way. Yeah.
I haven't been a ChatGPT user in probably 4 months, so that's probably why I haven't noticed it.
I will say, I asked Chat to do something yesterday. It came back very forward with, I cannot do that.
Really?
I was like, ooh.
Guardrails are boring.
I feel like I'm going to get in trouble. And so I stopped. I just stopped asking and totally pivoted because, I don't want Skynet coming for me. I don't want Terminator 3 coming for me. You know what I'm saying?
You should fight back.
I've exclusively been using the Chinese model, so let's see where that gets me.
Not in Wilmington, that's for sure. Not in Wilmington.
Using a VPN, dude. I'm just.
Oh, maybe we'll end up in Shanghai. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Sky's the
Who
limit.
knows? Moving forward here, gentlemen, to our stories of the day. On our way, a word from our sponsors over at Universal Ads. Play it for us, producer Jack. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place, okay? You're reaching net new target audiences outside of the same crowded social feeds. We're all spending our dollars today. There's no hidden markups or fees. Campaign setup and management. It's just like search and social. You get running minutes. TV that's designed that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com. Use code UA Cowboy. You're going to get $1,500 in matched ad credits. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Gentlemen, there is a new mid-sized EV that is coming forth to the market and perhaps set up to win in the K-shaped economy. We shall see, okay? This coming to us by way of Ford, the Ford Fathom. Okay, this article with pictures. Okay, we do have some pictures here that were not findable on other places on X. Ford's affordable EV pickup named the Fathom is coming out in 2027. Okay, it's got some like crazy, things that are like covering it up here. Okay, don't think this is the paint job, but it's going to start at $28,000, which is much better than 78 or 98. Yeah. Let me give you some details here. Affordable midsize electric pickup Fathom will go on sale early 2027 as the first vehicle built on Ford's new universal EV platform. Somebody is like groping their mic right now. I don't know who is doing that. The name Fathom was chosen for the meaning. Ford said rather than just a random string of numbers and letters, it means to penetrate and come to understand possibilities that were once thought beyond reach, which is what Ford had to do to bring the midsize EV pickup to life. Okay, this is a safe for work show. While it will compete in the heart of the affordable EV market, starting at about 30,000. According to Ford, the price is the least interesting thing. It's supposed to be high tech, fun to drive, pickup. Will have more passenger volume than a Toyota RAV4. That's not even including the bed or the front trunk. Scroll down here, producer Jack. Show us the side here. Okay, to me, this kind of looks like a Tundra-esque size.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I think this could be a winner here. Am I
Oh,
crazy?
jeez.
Cody Wittick, we start with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like to meet the branding director at Ford who chose this name and chose the definition of fathom to read what the word penetrate. Goodness gracious. That word, you can't do that. You can't have that be a part of your marketing material. Goodness. I don't think this will be around in a year or two. Honestly, it's competing with you're competing with the RAV4, the Toyota. You're going with crossover people. I don't buy it. I don't think they buy that market.
Toyota
Just
RAV4.
Tiny truck bed. I don't know. It doesn't look very big either.
A new Toyota RAV4 right now going for about 53 though. I'm just saying,
They're expensive.
I mean, this is like a 60%, it's like a 40% price differentiation, price difference. Colin Dougherty, your thoughts on this?
Oh gosh, I have so many thoughts on this. I hate it so much. I'm all over the place with it. I'm all over the place with it. I'm all over the place. Give me a sec. I hate it because I can't trust anything Ford puts out from a quality standpoint. I just can't trust it. The last thing they put out with EV was the Lightning. That thing got crushed. That thing got crushed after like 10 units were sold. And everyone was kind of too embarrassed to even realize that, like, hey, I have a Lightning. People were like, really? You bought the Lightning? That's embarrassing, dude. You should know. So I don't even know if Ford gets this right. I don't even know if Ford should be doing this. But on the flip side, I want to see more people make EV bets and lower cost EV bets. I don't know if this gets them there, though, because the Slate Auto, $25K out the door. I got a small little compact truck. Americans are really looking for the affordable, smaller car these days. And I think Slate answers a lot of that. And it's EV as well. I really I don't see who this is for at all. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think it will fail. And I hope it doesn't, because I want more EVs to be pushed out there. But I think this is kind of doomed from the start. And it's giving me remnants and feelings of the Jaguar rebrand. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Wow.
Of like, oh yeah, this feels like some guy got in there and was like, we're going to talk about Fathom and we're going to talk about penetrating the EV market and how Ford's legacy has always been rooted in electric. And it's like, bro, know who your demo is, because this ain't it.
Also, yeah.
Okay.
It starts with an F. It's just cheesy.
Well, let me say this. I'm
feeling hot today, dude. I'm feeling hot.
Let's repackage this thing. Let's say that this Ford Fathom EV, maybe we need a different name.
Brutal.
Let's say it's totally made in America. Okay. And the whole commercial, all the commercials for it are just draped in the American flag. Screaming eagles. Okay. Let's just say that that's what it looks like. I don't know where they're making this thing, but let's say they were making it in America. And then on top of that, not only is it made in America, not only is it patriotic and all of the things, which I would imagine Ford truck buyers can get behind. On top of that, it's only $28K and you get a mid-size truck. And then you have in the background all of these other options where you're going to get the same, kind of towing capacity, same or similar kind of capacity for people to sit inside of the car, and you compare, and there's a 40% price difference. I think there's something there. I can see this like going off the rails down the Jaguar thing, but I'm not sure that that's exactly what's totally happening. Fathom, penetrate, probably not the best way to start.
Terrible.
Rough start.
But you know what's crazy? My wife banned me from purchasing a Cybertruck. She was like, that's the one truck you're not allowed to purchase. I would rather have the Cybertruck than this and paid 3 times the price.
100%.
Because also there's no self-driving on this. Like, like, what are we doing here? Who is this for, dude?
It looks
The
like a lot of
only
trucks
cool thing-
that don't exist on the market. Like
The only cool thing that
don't
this
exist
has,
anymore.
the only cool thing this has is that the Apple Maps is available. So you can use Apple CarPlay, and it's the first available EV that natively uses Apple CarPlay, which is like
Really?
kind of a big deal. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no EV
Tesla's don't.
uses. Yeah, Tesla. Anybody doesn't
Weird.
natively use Apple CarPlay. This is
Well-
a cool little bonus, but no, dude.
So Apple should come out with its own car for Apple CarPlay.
They
should.
discontinued it. They
They
discontinued it.
should. I think they never brought that
They never tried.
forth. But
No,
here's my point. The EV piece, like, I don't really care about.
love that.
You know, it's cool. It's cool, but it's not Tesla. You know, I don't get the self-driving what. If they just produced anything at a 28K price point, it's like, hey, you can have a truck at 28K. Like, I think there's a lot of people that could get behind that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the point here.
Yeah.
I don't think
Chris,
again.
your marketing idea of like American made and like American workers and all that stuff, the car doesn't look like it would fit that commercial.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Like,
I'm
it's
trying
like-
to say. Is like, who's this for? It's not for those
Yeah.
guys.
It's
like a
American made, we're
nightmare.
built tough, and then we have like a family getting into a RAV4.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I'm
It
like-
just doesn't.
It's like who's doing this? Like, who's coming up with this? I don't get
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. Well, maybe some wise words for the team over at Ford to
Get it
Name
take
together.
heed to. You know, fathom
Get it
penetration, not the way.
It's not too late.
Not the move, and it's not
It's
too
gotta be
late.
a different definition. Like
Gotta be.
that was the definition the article chose, or they chose?
Brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
It's a little,
I
little
also-
deep and mysterious.
I feel like I can't be the only one that thought about the Fathom note taker right away. Right?
Yes.
Is anybody? Because like
Yeah.
you get on those calls and it's like Fathom note takers joined. You're like, oh, cool, got it.
We might be an echo chamber on that one though.
We are, but I'm just saying there's a there for that.
It could be that this is co-produced by Fathom, and they're going to be recording all of your conversations. You know, I'm just saying it's possible.
Dude, if I could get it for 10 grand off, they can record all they want.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, moving forward here, gentlemen. Producer Jack, I just don't care about the Tinder story right now. I want to talk ChatGPT ads. Okay,
Flip.
ChatGPT is releasing carousel ads. Okay, this is a new development. Also, like, kind of crazy to me. I'll just say here at the start, we've got this crazy, like, mythological AI intelligence power. We're just now getting carousel ads on ChatGPT. Okay. This story comes to us by way of Modern Retail. I will read it lightly here, but just an update. OpenAI is launching an ad carousel format, which has been seen via screenshots verified by Digiday, shows a product carousel that allows multiple products to appear within a single ChatGPT ad placement at the bottom of a user's conversation, the same way a typical single product ad would appear. Update comes just 3 months after the platform initially made it easier for e-com companies to run ads on ChatGPT. At the time, OpenAI enabled automation to allow retailers to bulk create product feed campaigns. This is a development of what they have been doing. I will say, kind of wish this had been there from the start. I do think there's still like massive potential for them to like rake in dollars and do well here. They are absolutely not doing that. A next tweet here. I'll give you some context here, gentlemen, which I believe you will agree with. It's what we've all been seeing on the timeline. This comes to us by way of Andrew Udarian. They just had one of their ECF forums. He said 3 big things I learned from the ECF forum. Number 1, go to this tweet, Producer Jack, from Andrew Udarian. ChatGPT ads are a flop so far. I was sure these would crush, even predicted it end of 2025. Personal context ChatGPT has on people is insane. Nope. Early reports from members, solid CPMs and CTRs, conversions in the gutter. Some seeing absolutely zero. We start here with you, Cody Wittick. Your thoughts? ChatGPT ads. Is there a way forward?
Yeah, we've been running it for a few of our clients. The results have kind of been meh, but I'm bullish on ChatGPT ads. I mean, one of the things that they need to change and be more like Google is like the ad showing first, or even like what they're running at the top versus on the bottom. You get to the end of, you already have your answer, and then it's just showing you products.
Fair.
So, like, I don't think a carousel is going to fix that, but I just think this kind of reminds me of the incremental attribution conversation that was like a year or two ago when Meta released that. It's just the early signs of that was bad too, because it has to learn what is the incremental conversion over time. So I think ChatGPT is kind of similar. It's like they might need to solve the platform. They might need to let competing brands, almost like Google Shopping, where it just shows across the carousel.
Yeah.
That's where like true competition is going to actually show itself. But I'm really bullish on it just because, I mean, the amount of data, like Udarian says, has on the individual user is insane. So it's
That, well,
I believe it's only going to get better.
Is the crazy piece.
Yeah.
This to me is the crazy piece, is that despite all of this, conversational data that they have on all of us, this whole thing has kind of been, I don't know, like not rolled out in a good way. It was going to be like instant checkout right there. Like you don't have to leave. And then it's like, oh, actually, we can't do that. We've developed a new way to do instant checkout. You're actually going to serve on your website. It's going to pop up like this. It turned out, I think it turned out better in favor for Shopify because it went that way. But, and then, hey, you got to spend this much money in order to get on here. Oh, yeah, well, actually, you can spend less money. Like, why don't you come on? It's just like, to me, this thing has been like fumbled out of the gate when it's got such a huge potential to rake in dollars for them. I think everybody inside of our ecosystem, if there were just like some moderate results and an easy way to get on the platform, it's like, please take my money. Please. I want to try it. I want to find, healthy CPMs, a few conversions. Like, please, if there's any positive signs, if there's any arbitrage to be had, I'm going to spend dollars there. But it feels like this
clearly it's just not a focus for them right now. Otherwise,
exactly.
I feel like you would be seeing better results. So when they start seeing ad revenue come in through that, they're going to pivot to getting more of that into their platform and make it better. What they probably should do is just steal Meta engineers and get the machine learning system people over at Meta to actually make the ad product better.
Totally agree.
I think it's only going to get better. How fast it gets better, but in 5 years, it's going to be a very different conversation. I'll tell you that. That's
Colin, do you remember when we talked about Yoni? Yoni should go over there. They should hire Yoni and like make him king of Ecomm and D2C for ChatGPT ads. Like I thought that would have been like the smartest thing ever. But I don't know if Sam heard us on that
one.
One.
Hired him. Sorry.
No.
Oh gosh. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty?
To quote Love Island, it's early days, love. It's early days. We are just getting started with these bad boys. This is their first kind of entrance into the ads platform. I didn't think it was going to be a home run out of the gate. They do have to steal some more engineers from Meta as a result. They have been stealing a couple, to Cody's point. They've already stolen a couple to try to build out this ads platform. They need to keep doing that. And once they start to see the revenue come in from this ads platform, this thing's just going to be a machine. I like the way that they are already framing it, though, similar to the Google Shopping feed, because the Google Shopping feed is so successful. And basically, the playbook is already written for them. Like, it's not like they really have to reinvent the wheel here. There's multiple successful companies that they can basically just pull a Facebook and just copy and paste exactly what they're doing and spin it up internally and have it be successful. And so
they clearly haven't talked to anybody that's ran ads, right?
Exactly.
They need, we probably could come up with better ideas right now in the next 5 minutes for the ad platform. If I type in like clothing brands, just show me examples of the clothing brand that I should use based on all of my data. Don't give me an essay and then give me products at the bottom. It's like
the context piece is insane. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
clothing brands, these are merchants who make clothes and they sell them in various places in retailers like, Sears and JCPenney's. And this began in the 1800s.
You sound like my chat.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm wired in there. I'm wired in there. We come now, gentlemen, to one of our most beloved segments and times of the week. It is one of my favorites, and it is the one and only ad versus ad.
Let the fight begin. Fight me.
It is
Let's
ad
go.
versus ad, ladies and gentlemen. How this works, our illustrious guest host here, Cody Wittick, he shall be the judge. I have prepared an ad. Colin Dougherty has prepared an ad. We shall display said ads, make an argument for, allow for a rebuttal. We will take both turns, and then Cody Wittick shall be the decider of who wins this week's ad versus ad competition. Are you game on with this, Cody?
Did you create these ads via
No,
static
these are
ads?
pulled.
Via
These are
tools?
pulled.
No,
These
these
are
are
Pulled
pulled.
from brands. Existing
pulled
ads.
From brands.
These are
Existing
existing
ads.
brands that we have pulled.
Yeah.
Because I went first last week, Colin Dougherty, and lost.
And I
would
won
like
last week.
I would like you to go first this week,
Undefeated.
so that
All right.
I may have the last word.
All right, let's rock and roll with my ad. Jack, do you want to bring it up? Let's rock and roll with this.
Any shaping, any introduction here, Colin Dougherty, or this is just we're just going to watch it? No,
This
nothing to be
is-
said.
I'll give a little framing.
Please.
Before you click, Jack. This is an iconic brand making an iconic jab to its #1 rival, and I love to see it. That's all I'm giving you. Let's watch this.
All right.
30 seconds.
I'm falling asleep.
Oh my gosh.
I'm falling asleep. It's too long. I don't know what's happening.
It's literally 2 seconds.
There's a Coke. Buy a Coke. That's the point. Buy a Coke.
Let's go. Let's
You know,
go.
Here's what I'll say.
Let's go.
Here's what I'll say in my rebuttal here.
Wait,
It's
Colin
good.
didn't even. You just let the ad play. He doesn't even. Just,
Yeah,
no?
he's
Okay.
already had his opportunity to frame it.
I
up,
love it.
you know?
I love my ad.
And here's what I'll say. I think everybody does. Everybody loves the ad. But at the end of the day, we are here to make dollars, okay? Dollars and cents. Put dollars in the bank account. That's how we win at the end of the day. I'll just say this, we all fall in love with a little nostalgia every now and again, Cody Wittick. But in 2026, how many dollars is this ad making me? That's my question. Okay, that's my question. I'm just putting it out there. It's not 1995 anymore. It's 2026. And maybe I'm blanking out and I don't even see little buddy come across the screen because I'm scrolling so fast. Fair? I think it's worth considering. Is that fair?
See, like
Fair.
Chris only views these ads through a slop-filled AI tick-tidified brain where it's
That's where we live.
Your
That's where we live.
attention span is cooked to 3 seconds, and if we
That's
don't
where
have
we
a
live.
rainbow shooting a rocket off Mars, Chris is upset by the ad.
I'm just saying, we live in 2026 in the here and now.
It's
That's
like
where we live.
Too many
there's
Ghost
some
Energy drinks.
Yeah, there needs to be well-made, beautiful ads that tell a
Yeah.
story.
And
that little
There is
boy,
a place.
there's a
and
place for that.
I'll
For
just
culture.
say, like, it is a little bit telling that you found that from like 1997. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's
I'm
beautiful.
just saying.
It's iconic, is what it is.
I'm just saying. Okay, let's go to mine here, producer Jack. And I want to frame this as this is coming from one of the most successful supplement wellness teams, companies that we know in 2026. Okay, helping the low T epidemic, helping men get naturally high testosterone and thrive. I want you to click on these images, producer Jack. They are the ads themselves. Big belly,
So you're
belly.
using 4 ads?
This is a post. It is a post.
Whoa, you're
It's
using
a
4
single post.
ads?
This is a single
crazy
post.
work.
This is a
That's
single post.
crazy work.
Okay. Big belly.
That's crazy work.
Big belly. Stop ignoring your cortisol. Oh, cortisol. Interesting. Tell me more. Well, yeah, I got a big belly. What's going on with my cortisol? I'm interested. I want to click. I want to learn. Okay, next, producer Jack. Next, 8 signs of high cortisol in men. Puffy face, waking up 2, 3 a.m. Oh, that's me.
Oh
Tense
my
neck.
gosh.
Oh, that's me. Low energy. Oh, that's me. Stubborn belly fat. Whoa, I got a problem here. What's my cortisol? How can
That's
I try Mars Men risk free? Great CTA. Okay, next, producer Jack. It's one post still. From puffy moobs to defined pecs. Who doesn't want defined pecs? Okay, great imagery that they have used here. I don't know how they made it. Less chest fat, more definition. Unstoppable confidence. I think you're speaking to the male audience here. And next, producer Jack, one more. I think a very inventive format here, whiteboard, etc. On GLP-1 plus Mars, man, definition, lose fat, not strength, fat, risk fee. I think very successful in 2026 from a great company who's doing so. You can bring us back here, producer Jack. And golly, all from one single post, which is great. Your rebuttal.
Crazy to bring up 4 ads. Crazy to bring up 4 ads in ad versus ad. To have four ads.
It's carousel.
My one.
Exactly. It's like a carousel. Yeah, it's like a carousel ad. Okay, Cody Wittick, your astute judgment here on who is the winner of ad versus ad this week, sir.
Chris, I like your ads.
Thank you.
Like them. I like the belly fat.
Right?
Yeah. I like the stop the belly fat. The balloon creative.
Right? So creative.
Yeah. Colin, I like the iconic brands.
Iconic.
Yeah, I do.
Incredible. We're talking about culture.
I think we need some definition of parameters for next week's challenge. Do you guys play this every day or next week?
Yeah, every week.
Every Friday. Every Thursday.
Chris, I don't think you can bring 4. You just can't bring 4.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a carousel ad. It's a carousel ad. It's a carousel ad.
Those are 4 statics.
One post carousel ad. It's all about cortisol.
Those don't even work together.
I'm just saying. And that was like not defined. That was not defined. We can talk other parameters later. Okay, we can talk other parameters later, but just the rules as they are defined right now.
Chat says first one. I just got a hit from the chat that said first one.
Yeah, right. But we'll give that one to you.
I like both, but they're judged on very different things. I'm being very democratic here.
Are you like a taste guy, or are you like just a direct response guy?
I think he's a money guy.
Or a taste guy, a culture guy, iconic brand guy. What are you?
I'm gonna go Chris as the winner this week.
Oh, yes! Come on, that's crazy.
I knew it.
That's crazy. You would allow corruption. You would allow corruption
but
into this.
This is what I actually love the ad. I hate 90% of Coke ads, but they don't show up in the ad account. And when I see ad versus ad, I want to see ad account ads.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I totally agree.
Applaud these are your viewers.
Cody Wittick. Yeah, we applaud you, Cody Wittick.
But Chris, you can't blink 4. So
I think very smart of you, and intelligent. And my like whole thought of you has just gone up and to the right. Cody, we appreciate you joining us, crushing things over at Kynship, sir. We look forward to you doing so at High Rocks and beyond, and winning the national championship and the global championship. We love you, and we look forward to having you back, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you.
That was a tight one.
Coming inside of this show right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Aaron Warshawsky, newly minted, fresh off the press, newly minted chief revenue.
Dude, he's on a
officer.
blade. He's on a blade right now.
He's on a blade right now. He's like in a helicopter over Manhattan, and he's going to be live streaming to us from the helicopter over at Common Thread Collective. Before he comes inside of this show, a word from our sponsors over at Intelligems and Proxima AI. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands and marketers brief from instinct. Okay, what's our best performing ad? Let's change a little bit. Proxima changes the input here, reads your conversions against real shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your account has gaps. You just wire up Meta, wire up Shopify. Proxima begins to map every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph. And no longer are you briefing from a blank page. You get a feed of creative briefs. First 3 briefs are going to be free for you every single month. Go to proxima.ai, stop the slop. Many thanks for Proxima being part of the show. What is the next big idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligems exists. It's an AI powered testing platform, helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligems.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. Totally free, AI powered audit. Go talk with Intelligems. Get the next new big idea for your business. Many thanks for Intelligems being part of Coming inside of the show right now, the man himself coming here to talk with us about what's working across the CTC portfolio, maybe an exciting event coming up in November, who knows, and more. It is the newly minted Chief Revenue Officer of CTC, the one and only Aaron Warshawsky. Aaron, get in here.
Let's go.
Get inside this show.
Whoa, let's go. Hey, it's on.
Guys, the blasphemy that you guys have been talking about with Cody Wittick over the course of the last 30 minutes is despicable.
What?
Despicable.
What do you
regard?
What do you mean?
Let's be real here. Cody Wittick is going on Hydrox, and he thinks that he has a competition or he doesn't know about Taylor Holiday. That's a professional athlete that goes out there and kicks ass. And we're sitting here saying like, oh yeah, no, I'm kind of training. I'm not doing it. Shackelford done. He's got him. He's like 45 minutes ahead of Cody. Taylor, probably an hour and a half. Probably.
Wow.
Whoa. I'll throw this out here. I would put any money down, any money. Like I would put my kids' college fund on the line to make sure that Taylor Holiday is going to win the Hydrox national competition above Cody Wittick. You have been served, Cody. You have been served.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
All of this talk makes me want to get into the arena, Aaron Warshawsky. It makes me want to get on some high tea kind of, system or stack or whatever.
There's not enough peptides or testosterone that's going to get Cody Wittick to be able to be better than Taylor Holiday.
That is a shot out of a cannon. That's a shot out of a cannon directly.
Brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. Brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. Let's do it.
Let's go.
What are we
Let's go.
I love you guys. I watch this so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
Let's go, baby.
I got to tell you, can I start? Just, I know you guys haven't asked a question, but I need to start by telling you two things. One, Chris at Seguno is chef's kiss. You should buy Chris's stuff. You should do that.
I agree. I totally agree.
Second, we have at CTC, I don't know, like 300-ish clients. And right now, over the last, I would say 6 to 8 months, we have been scaling two things with our clients that are outside of the typical Meta Google forecast. One, AppLovin. You got to test AppLovin. You got to test AppLovin. The second thing is if you actually have some testing budget, go to TikTok shops. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Right.
Those two things.
Give it a shot.
And TikTok needs to sponsor this podcast, by the way. I'll see.
I think so too.
I
think they do that out. Also. Okay.
But those two things.
Tell us more about AppLovin, Aaron. I know we've talked a lot about TikTok Shop. It's kind of crazy to me that there are still people who don't want to test it, but I know there's the like kind of scary parts, like how long do I have to do this before I get profitable, etc. We've talked about this a lot. AppLovin, and my understanding, especially after we had Roth here on the show, it's crazy to me like how much inventory there is for how like still few advertisers there are. It's crazy to me like how many people they reach. And I personally had an incredible experience like helping a supplement brand get up back into the right and rescue Q4 over there. I mean, tell us more about AppLovin.
Okay, so we have been consistently scaling on our clients. We've probably done over the last year about $40 million of spend across the entire portfolio. But these are small clients like 1 million to 5 million up to $1 billion business. The one to like $50 million businesses are seeing some real results. And the reason why is its risk is adverse. Like the creative, you can basically repurpose a bunch of stuff from Meta to be able to make sure that it comes out on the platform. So you don't have to like buy into that. You don't have to put resources in there. And then you just give it a shot. And the halo effect across everything is it's brought back dividends across all of our clients. If it doesn't work, like all of our contracts on this stuff, because we are at CTC like very, very profit focused on all of our clients. Like the only thing we care about is how do we make sure that we get to contribution margin. But that bullet of like trying AppLovin is something that any brand should like try to diversify their advertisement. Advertisement is not going to make their brand successful, but it will propel it in a way to be able to get some additional sales. So like if I was a $25 million e-commerce apparel brand,
Yeah.
what I would be doing right now is making sure that my Meta and Google is profitable, just profitable.
Yeah.
Set it, forget it. And then trying to find how I can do more channels and product diversification. Those are the two things. And so it's like, that's why we're all in on AppLovin and TikTok Shop. We're excited about it. We're excited about it to have something that's to stop being in the shackles of Meta performance.
Right. Right.
That's it.
Let's go. This gets me fired up because I've been saying this on the show nonstop that people need to diversify off. What have you been seeing with TikTok Shop as well? Can you dive into that? Because I'm also bullish on it. I love it.
So TikTok Shops is a different beast. The reason why I say AppLovin is less risky and TikTok Shops is a little bit more risky is because of the resources that have to go in to making sure that you have the network, the Discord, the product that you have to source. Like our guy Jordan Segman he runs our TikTok Shops over here, and he was like, "Look, I can't start any brand unless they're able to source 400 samples across all of the affiliates that they're going to have." Whoa. And then and then the time that goes in to be able to create these Discords, it ends up being quite expensive. That being said, the eyeballs are on TikTok. They're there.
Right.
Totally.
They're there.
Totally.
People are buying things there. So it's like if you're a company that's trying to get your foot in the door, get your foot in the door with TikTok Shops. And if it works, great, but you're going to get a ridiculous amount of impressions. You're going to get exactly what you want from an affiliate and influencer network. That's where you need to go to be able to try to scale up. To get from the 25 million to the 75 million, you got to make shots like that. And it's like, in the grand scheme of things for AppLovin, same creative, and you're going to be putting advertising dollars to something, and it will work out. It will work out to the point of like, it's not that massive of a loss if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
TikTok Shops, though, you got to think about it in the way of just impressions. And how are you getting your product into so many new eyeballs? How are you doing that? How are you getting in front of them?
This is the fact, and I try to stay off of it just to, keep my brain healthy and not have early onset dementia. But TikTok is the most entertaining screen app.
Sometimes a little too entertaining, as people
right?
say.
Yeah. No, there have been times, I'm going to say 90 minutes, but it's probably 2 plus
3 hours,
maybe 3 hours. There are times where I sat down and I started swiping and I look up. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I watched, but it's like I saw a lot of things and I know it was super funny and I just kept going. And like being able to hack into like that system is worthwhile. Yeah. And I think you highlight an important piece here. It's in order to get those impressions, it takes investment on recruiting creators, recruiting people to then, take these samples, work with them, manage that relationship. But the fruit thereof can be untold impressions that you normally wouldn't have gotten and creative that you can then go test on Meta.
Yes.
And
what we end up doing is telling people like, look, this is a 6-month ordeal. You're going to take 6 months to try this out. And you have to think about this as an entirely R&D budget. Like it can't be towards your contribution margin and what's going on. You figure it out and you give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, worst case scenario, you just got a couple million impressions on whatever you spent. Best case is it blows up. You sell a bunch of stuff.
And the halo effect, I think,
is
on
real.
Those impressions is real. I've always been so skeptical of the halo effect. I'm no longer anymore in 2026. Maybe because the technology has advanced. Maybe, I don't know. Meta.
You haven't advanced.
Meted.
The technology has, and you have not.
Let's go.
I feel much more comfortable saying and verifying the halo effect is real. And what happens on TikTok, it helps one win on Amazon and in retail and more.
It's a tide that lifts all ships.
Tide that lifts all ships.
Astute observation from Aaron. I guess that's why you're the chief revenue officer now at CTC. Can you talk about this?
Look at me, Mom.
Who would have thought? Look at me. Look at us. Who would have thought?
They said it couldn't be done, but
nobody said that. We were all rooting for you.
Hey, from a seller of I think we're losing him.
We lost his mic. Aaron? We lost his mic.
Hey, can we just say though, as he recovers here, his hat looks great. Did you notice the hat game? This is like either Temple or it's Texas A&M. I'm not sure, but it's a. I feel like why don't you take him out, producer Jack? Bring him back in. Just for a sec. His hat game, like, it reminds me of Taylor, because Taylor's got, a myriad of hats that he will test out on camera. Also, Andrew Ferris is a knower of
love hats.
When it comes to hat wear. Yeah. Headwear.
If you're a good agency guy, you rock hats.
You need to, I think, especially if you're in California.
Possible indicator. If you're a good agency guy, you rock hats.
I don't know what it says about me that I'm always rocking the same one. I don't know what that says about me.
Maybe you have ad principles that you always rock. You know what I mean?
Maybe I have principles. Yeah. It's like they changed. Aaron's saying, the technology progressed, but you didn't.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, let's bring him back in, producer Jack. Let's see if Aaron is still with us. If he's look at you, clear as day. Oh, but I don't think he can see us. We can see him. Look at
it. We can see him.
He looks good. See, I think this is like Texas A&M. I think this is a Texas A&M hat.
Hello.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. What's up? We hear you.
This would be a nice time to compliment him. Well, we love you.
Gosh.
I can't hear you.
Oh gosh.
We love you. We love you.
Sorry.
Aaron Warshawsky.
You just want to rip it out? You want to rip it?
Wait.
What if you rip it?
We should tell. Can we tell producer Jack? Jack, tell him to stay on. Tell him to stay on, because I'm going to say something nice about him. And maybe he's gone now. He's gone. That's okay.
If we could get him to rip the headset out, and he'll just do normal audio.
I think we should do this. Let's just clap him. Let's clap him. Who's the man? Aaron Warshawsky. There is an event coming up. There's an event coming up in November, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be like last hurrah, okay, before Black Friday. Okay, I know everybody's working. Happens. I know it's a big day. Last hurrah before Black Friday is going to be a massive tailgate that we are hosting here in Austin, Texas, at the Texas and Arkansas game. Okay, which, if you don't know college football, Texas and Arkansas is bad blood. Okay. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know, Aaron, but we love you. And I'm telling people about why they should come hang out with us. Aaron's going to be there. Aaron Warshawsky, Taylor Holliday's going to be there. Colin Dougherty is going to be there. Colin?
Maybe.
I was trying. I am going to be there, and we're going to be hosting a banger of a tailgate. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to walk right inside to the stadium. And we are going to see one of college football's greatest rivalries transpire. Come down to Austin for the weekend. I'm going to be putting out a post on this, and you should DM us if you want to come. Okay.
Chris limited spots. Well, so
I'm not going to play.
Get ready.
No, I'm not going to play.
He's going to play. He's going to suit up one last time.
But if you do twist my arm, I'll show you around the trophy case up there, and we'll see some cool things. And there may be some old pics of C Hall up on the walls. Could be. We did do it last time. I took everybody on a little tour last time.
What's that movie where like Mark Wahlberg tries out for the Eagles?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's gonna be you, dude. Dude, you got to get in there one more time.
I gotta get
one drive. Just get in there one drive.
Aaron, I think is back with us. Let's bring
Is
him
he
back
back?
in.
He's ready.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
talk
it.
the event. Let's talk the event. Come back to us, Aaron. Aaron Warshawsky.
Are we okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
okay. We're
Let's
okay.
go.
I'm gonna take off the headsets.
There we go.
Aaron, Aaron, tell us about. I've been stumping for it right now. Tell everybody what you think about this Texas and Arkansas game, huh? A little shindig, a little tailgating action.
It's a perfect time to like get the wiggles out before we get to Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
The Wiggles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tailgate
Perfect
that's going to happen, hosted by the Cowboys.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to go there. We're going to see Hook 'em Horns. We're going to see Archie to Wingo connections. It's going to be great. And that's a setup.
It's going to be incredible.
It's a setup for like how we should connect with our customers Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holiday season. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be great.
Great frame. That's a
Wow.
great frame.
Wow.
And could it be that there is some golf play of some sort with $100,000 wagered at some point?
You're not.
No, I'm not playing.
I'll play
I'm not
for you.
playing.
I'll play for you. I'll play for you.
You should play for me. I got in trouble last time.
Yes. Out of office that day.
There's only one time I've seen Aaron Warshawsky truly perturbed, and it was there with me.
How
On the
bad
golf
was it? What
course is
happened?
what it was. It was like, get out of here. Get out of my pairing.
You got to play fast. You got to play.
Yeah.
But like 15 strokes on a hole is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Whoa.
As a college athlete, you got to figure it out, man. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh no! What, a par 3?
Well, I am great. I'm more inclined to win at games that require aggression. If aggression is like a key ingredient, then I can get down.
Like
But
e-commerce,
once you
that's
start getting
what we
into-
do. There's a lot of aggression needs to be in e-commerce, and that's why you're the Cowboy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
It's all about self-reflection. It's all about self-reflection. What am I good at? What am I not good at?
Knowing thyself.
It's what you're good at. You're good at that smile.
Know thyself.
This podcast, golf, no.
Yeah.
There you go.
Golf's not for me. Not yet. But who knows? Who knows?
I can help you.
know?
I can help
Give me
you.
a few years.
Yeah, I
You
can
guys
help
need
Colin.
to do an
We'll
offsite.
practice
You guys
together.
got to do an offsite. You got to do a live stream. Oh, also, there's a tournament the week before. The Good Tournament. It's a PGA event. If any of your viewers want to come out, I'll host them. Any of them.
Baller.
You can come out.
Baller.
It's like the 11th-ish of November. Good. If you don't know about it, like a social golf platform. They got their first PGA event. It's in Austin at Barton Creek Country Club. It's going to be awesome. And I'm happy to host anybody. So
Wow.
if you guys
That's a
wanna
big offer.
send me
That's
a
a
DM,
big
I'll
offer.
and then we'll figure out some
Let's
stuff
go.
on the back to be able to hang out.
We're gonna
Wow.
we're gonna clip that one.
We gotta
And
clip
we're gonna
that.
Put it out.
Huge
We're gonna
offer.
Clip that and put it out on the socials. Aaron Warshawsky, we love you and we appreciate you making the time to join us. Congrats to you, newly
Thank you.
minted Chief Revenue
CRO.
Officer,
CRO.
CRO at
I'm gonna leave you with
CTC. Yeah, leave us. with
Cody,
this.
you've been warned, buddy. Taylor Hollis.
Whoa. Whoa.
Aaron, I look forward to hanging out again very soon. We appreciate you making
Oh
the time
my
to
God.
join us. Look forward to having you back. Thank you, man. You know what we need to do? We need to make a cut. We need to make a cut of Aaron and Cody talking about High
Yeah.
Rocks, and then we can pit Cody and TH and Shaq against one another, and then we'll like set this whole event up, and we can stream it.
Yeah.
I think that would be worthwhile.
I think Cody's going to see that face in his nightmares tonight of him getting just absolutely demolished.
Close to the screen.
Demolished.
Very
Demolished.
close to the screen. Yeah, the one and only Aaron Warshawsky coming into this show right now, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Zarek Khan, also known as Zarsachi on X, or formerly known as Twitter. He is a grower of brands, a knower of ball, an international man of mystery. a doer of many things. I would say also a meme artist. I would say.
Oh yeah.
He speaks truth. He speaks truth, and he does so in a very winsome and hilarious way. Before he comes inside of the show to tell us about what he is doing now that he has exited his media buying agency and empire. Before he comes to us, a word from our sponsors over at Rich Panel and Postscript. Play it for us, producer Jack. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have at Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account in their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table and your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale. Many thanks for Postscript being part of the show. Your CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000, and 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed, or your money back. Go to richpanel.com, book your demo today. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of. We must bring
Let's
the
go.
one and only Zarek Khan inside of the show. He is the newly minted founder of Panther Research. Okay. And what is Panther Research, you ask? I shall tell you: retention, customer intelligence, focused on fashion and luxury brands. Okay. He's got a Substack, which I think putting out some very interesting things over there tied to everything Zarek is doing at Panther Research. We must bring him inside of the show. Everybody, welcome the one and only Zarek Khan, founder of Panther Research. Get in here, Zarek. Get inside this show.
Let's go.
Zarek, appreciate you making time to join us, brother. Welcome to the show.
No, absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, tell us what's going on with you and where are you, Zarek? Whenever I hear of you, I'm like, this guy's like 007, international man of mystery. Where is he? What's he doing? He's in stealth mode, building and scaling. What's going on with you as of late, sir?
No, absolutely. Well, I like to preserve my mystique, but right now I'm at my home in London. Which is where I do a lot of my work recently. And no, absolutely. Just a little bit quickly on Panther Research, because you asked.
Yeah.
As most people know, I've been media buying for the last 10 years, and particularly within the scope of fashion, luxury, and design-led brands. And I've been looking at the macroeconomic situation. I've been looking at how ads have been doing and what I want to do. And I thought that the genuine next step along this progression would be to go, number one, up market, and then also a different point in the funnel. I saw what was happening with ads and creative velocity and all these Andromeda changes. And while it's still very fruitful, I think a lot of what comes down to fashion and luxury is not necessarily how much you test and how much output you have, but more so what you decide not to do and where to hold back on. And I think the post-purchase experience, alongside the intelligence layer and the research, is really where brands can make an everlasting impact, especially to hedge against these rising and ever-changing ad costs and these introduction to new platforms. I think now is more of a time than ever to really nail down that post-purchase experience, and more so for fashion and luxury brands, not necessarily mimic, but bring that in-person experience that people are so used to online.
Right. Oh, I like that. Smart, Zarek.
I'd love to talk about, one of your main thesis, which is this email generates 25% of our revenue trap. I would love for you to dive into that and how you are thinking about this now in 2026.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a case of attribution, and then it's a case of messaging and paying yourself today instead of tomorrow. Number one, we have to decide, of course, if that revenue attribution could have happened outside of the campaign naturally, and if it's actually incremental or if it's just attributing. And then on top of that, it's also about what you kind of put out. So I'll kind of give you an example. A lot of what retention has typically been is we need to have this many flows, this many campaigns, and
Yeah.
you need sending SMS, which as part of the funnel is important, but it's very much dependent on the category and the customer type. If it's a utility-based product like a phone charger, or it's something like a dishwasher, maybe you can depend a little bit more on that messaging. But I think for fashion and luxury, what's super important is the compounding of the brand equity. And you might be able to put out a message out tomorrow and say, we have a 25% markdown. And I'm sure revenue-wise, it's going to be very fruitful, but it comes at the expense of the brand's positioning, which I think is super important. And you have to kind of decide, do we want to do this now, or do we want to invest in some more long-term brand building exercises, which allow us to perhaps sell at full price and develop a customer base which isn't so dependent on offer and markdown and last-minute opportunities, of which a lot of, I think, typical DTC brands do. Is there's so many offers and opportunities and promotions that it very much desensitizes the customer along the way to not take them seriously. And then we must ask, what are the long-term implications of your brand not being taken seriously? What does that do for your enterprise value, your potential exit, and your off season?
Wow.
There's a lot there. There's a lot
100%.
there.
100%.
I think something that you hit on at the front, Zarek, is like I think should be underlined more in the context of just our ecosystem. A lot of times when people say retention, what they think is email alone. It's just like retention equals email. It's almost like they're interchangeable terms. But that's not the case. And something that we covered earlier this year, we had on Alex Griefeld, who brought this up. I would love your thoughts on this thought that sometimes our LTV, you might say, our retention, not just based on like what I sold them or the emails I sent, but what I have to offer them, merchandising. What else inside of my store can I bring to them that they potentially have, and message and frame that in a winsome way? I mean, would you agree?
I think about LTV as probably one of the most overrated metrics in e-com, and I'll tell you why. It comes down to a couple of things. The most important one is the payback period. If I acquire a customer and then in the next 4 years they repurchase twice, theoretically their LTV has gone up. But I think what's more important is purchasing frequency and the cadence in between those. Also, there's a financial obligation on the brand. There might be some LTV down the line, but can the brand fund that in the interim period when the customer isn't buying? And then it's also dependent on what makes the customer come back, right? If we're going to throw a sale at them every November, they're going to come back, sure. Or if we do something on Easter, if we do a markdown, they'll come back. But really the question is, how do we get them to come back on their own accord? And a lot of brands, I think, put it down to the product itself. They assume if the product is good, the customer will come back. A good product alone will not carry this relationship forward by any means. And if it's not promotional messaging, there's so many alternatives that a brand can do. I think some of the more played out ones, which have been positioned as alternatives, is early access. Early access really just gives you something 24 hours before the wider public gets it. And if there's plentiful inventory, then it really means nothing. And then the other one, which I think is a little played out, is this behind the scenes look. I think particularly with luxury, there's a lot of mystique, and you don't really want to see the process, or you don't want to lead with like the material composition. If I'm spending $1,000 on a sweater, I don't want to be told how great the materials are. It's like a baseline expectation. But we could, for example, take ways that we could not necessarily cross-sell the product, but let's give you an example. I release a new collection and it's a series of fine leather goods. And then you might have someone buy a wallet, and the question is, okay, well, they bought the wallet, now let's try and sell them the jacket. When actually what they could be doing is trying to get people to really immerse themselves and buy themselves into the collection itself. And maybe we sell them a card holder, or maybe we sell them a bag, a backpack, something within that same family of products. One thing I've seen, which is really good on the women's side, is, and funnily enough, it's actually Coach, which has done this great. There's this $95 bag charm. It's the cherry.
Yes.
Most heard about it, right?
We love it.
And you think, all right, this is a pretty low AOV product and it's not that interesting. But what it does is it really gives a customer a reason to immerse themselves in that ecosystem. If you're going to get the bag charm, you need the bag. And then
why not get the bag?
Then you get the tote. And it's a great way to really personalize things. I think luxury has always kept a bit of a distance. And even this transpires into technology. You can customize an Android phone far more than you can customize an iPhone. And we're shifting into this mindset where maybe you don't get the new iPhone every year, and brands are becoming a little more open to you adding your own twist on things. And I think the bag charm is a really great low entry way of doing that, as opposed to begging the customer to come back. Maybe we let them put their own creative twist on it and buy in incrementally on their own.
Wow. Dropping bars. I'd love to talk a little bit about your thoughts on SMS and how brands should be doing SMS, because you've stated basically that SMS is often email with worse manners. And I would love how you're thinking about that, because it's a pretty big thing to text somebody. It's a pretty high lever to text somebody. I'd love your thoughts on it.
Well, yeah, it's interesting, right? I think SMS, as the way we know it, is very automated in the sense where if I get an email about something, I might also get a text about it as well. And what's great about SMS is the delivery and the intimacy of the level of communication. There's a million things in my email inbox, some things I pay more attention to than others. Of course, I pay a lot of attention to your emails. But then on SMS, it's really down to just my friends and family, and then maybe a few business associates. So when I get a text, I'm going to see it. The problem is it can be often a little bit violating, and it can really turn someone off in terms of how they feel about the brand. If I'm buying a brand and then they're texting me about a sale, I mean, this is a tactic that Domino's is using. And now this cool brand is trying to do. But funnily enough, luxury has been doing SMS much longer than it's been around as like a standalone SaaS that you can attach to your Ecomm store. It's the manner in which it's done. If you're giving me a message which is personal and unique to me, then I don't mind it coming through a more intimate channel of communication. And I'll give you an example. For example, if you buy from Louis Vuitton or Chanel or even Ralph Lauren, maybe if you buy 3 or 4 times in store, what you'll see happens is the associate or your representative will text you things which are very specific to you. Ralph Lauren, I'll get a text from an advisor, but it will be particularly around a line and a series of products which they know I'm interested in. Ralph Lauren even do a private sale, which only their VICs can do, and it's a very generous offer of 30%. There's no public markdown. It's just what's in the store. So when I get a message like that's very unique to myself, I don't mind it being intimate. Where I think brands go wrong is they do general messaging, and then they love the idea of SMS because it delivers X amount, 70% of people open it, and it hypothetically creates like $2 million in revenue. Right. But I wouldn't personally do that. And that's what I mean. It's okay for generic commerce, but when brand equity is at play, you have to think of something that's much more unique and to the person. It's not so much about looking at it from a channel point of view, and you have to look at how it sits in that wider relationship with the customer.
I love that.
You know, I find, Zarek, we've had a couple of folks on the show who swim in the waters of higher fashion and luxury. And I feel like what you are underlining here has come out in general, but I love the specifics you're putting to it. It seems like luxury plays in a little bit of a different field. Like there are some things that apply, like you're talking about. Can you do SMS? Yeah, you probably can, but there's like a specific way to go about it. More of a concierge type level, personal reach out of, maybe a sale only happens in the store, and it's coming from a person who already knows what I'm interested in. I feel like that's come up a few times over the year, and it seems like luxury, it's a little bit of a different game than a lot of us are playing in general consumer commerce. Is that fair?
Certainly, it's definitely front end heavy on the investment to get stuff like that done. I think if you ask most people, would you want to sell a product for $70 or do you want to sell one for $300? They'll immediately go for the $300 because there's quote unquote more margin and room for acquisition costs in there. It couldn't be further from the truth. There's so many exercises you have to do to have that product desirable at that price point and build a name for yourself. And it could be setting up stores which only 200 people touch for the first 3 years, or it could be investing in PR and celebrity plays, which won't pay off at all. And if they do, it's going to take years to go into. In many ways, and not to get into the real estate debate, it's kind of like buying a house versus renting a house. And it's going to take a long time for buying it to be more valuable on paper, or at least that's how it goes in a typical market. But, you know, we did this study a little while ago. We subscribed to 120 brands, all fashion and luxury. And we could see what tactics they were using, how much pressure selling they were doing. And really, there's no correlation with how many messages you send and what the tactics and the pressure is. But what has kind of stood out amongst all of this is, look, the consumer gets smarter every year. And they know when you're being presented with something valuable and when you're not. So if I spend $5,000 at a brand and then they start texting me personally, I feel like it's earned. But if we look at Skims, for example, which has great creative direction, you know, Kanye West got the creative director or the head designer of Balenciaga to lead Skims on a creative way. But what I kind of quickly found out was I was immediately graduated into a loyalty program. Interesting, because I never bought anything. I never engaged with any of the emails. That's one thing we did. We didn't engage with any of the emails because we don't want to influence the behaviors. Yet I was put into like a VIP segment. And then I got asked to download an app. And it's all led by offer. And people aren't stupid. They know they didn't do anything to get into the VIP program. And therefore, how they value that VIP program is little to not at all. And it can really make the program collapse on itself when you try these like quick tactics. And I think in luxury, these quick tactics come to die very quickly.
Wow. I mean, that's huge. Could you talk a little bit about some of that data set that you're having? Who are some of the best players within that space that you found out were kind of sprinkling to the top, maybe 1, 2, or 3 that you were like, these people are doing an unbelievable job?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think what the biggest thing is there's obviously the brands which do things really well because they're extremely commercially successful, the Dior's, the Pradas. But then there's also huge brands like Zadig and Voltaire, which have absolutely ruined their email program, or Norma Kamali, or even somewhere mid-level like Abercrombie, where they're sending on average sometimes 2 emails a day. So there is no correlation between enterprise value and how good and dialed in their email program is. What I did see a correlation in quite heavily was how seriously they take their creative direction and their messaging. And we saw a lot of brands really only emailed once a week, twice a week, sometimes every month. And I'm sure they were widely more effective than the brands pressure selling 3-4 times a week. We also saw is there wasn't a huge focus on very interactive design. I think a lot of email agencies will say, look at these great Figma templates we made. A lot of the greatest brands have templates I could have probably made in less than 5 minutes, but it was about the contents of the message. And none of these had a block of text, which would take you more than 20 seconds to read. It was really how the products were photographed, how they were merchandised, and also how they flow into each other. Prada had a recycled gold campaign where they were like recycling gold and creating jewelry out of it. And it wasn't just one email to announce the collection. It was a slow drip of exposing that collection piece by piece. Or if they had like a leather goods collection, they wouldn't just display, because it was available in, I believe, 4 different colorways, they wouldn't just display all 4 of them next to each other. Instead, they took the most unique earth brown leather grain they had and showed all their products in that one color. So it's small merchandising tactics, but we could very quickly see that there was a lot of brands where it's like, there's no way I can keep up with these. But what was also interesting is, I said earlier, I never engaged with these emails. Theoretically, you would think after maybe 60, 90 days, I'd be taken off a lot of these lists because I'm a dead participant.
Yeah.
No, you know, maybe I think it was 3% of the brands actually sunset us away, and everybody else kept paying for us.
Keep you forever.
So, you know, there's the cost on your brand from sending these people messages which they no longer take seriously, but there's also like the business cost of not cleaning up your list.
Wow. Totally agree with that too.
It's interesting. I can't say I've ever done a like mass experiment like this. And this is all like part of your big thrust at Panther Research. Is that right, Zarek?
No, absolutely. You know, I think especially with like the brands we take on, if they're not already of a large size, they're very much aspirational to be one of the ones that we're already looking at and perhaps even working with. And it's not because they want to copy the product or the creative direction. It's because they want to copy the strategy. And a lot of these brands have a really dialed down strategy. But what is also quite prevalent is that it's very unique because there's so many different archetypes they go to. You know, two customers could live in the same city, both be wealthy and be of a similar age, but they have totally different ideas of what looks cool creatively, and they have totally different buyer psychologies. So there is plenty opportunity. There's just not really room for a cookie cutter technique. What I also think with this type of customer base is they're much more aligned creatively, and they're much more tapped in per se. So if you try some of these tactics, which might work selling supplements to a 60-year-old mom, it's going to absolutely bounce back on somebody who just got out of like fashion school, who's going to see right through it. And, you know, these people aren't going to necessarily publicly complain. They're just going to silently stop engaging with the brand. And that's where I think brands go to die. You know, these ad costs aren't coming down. They're doing nothing to monetize it on the back end. They need to start treating these existing customers they have as invested capital. And maybe then they'll get out of this hole of, I'm spending X amount on ads. I'm making X amount of baseline revenue. What about the other 80,000 customers I acquired? Where are they? Well, you know, you're the one who lost them, buddy.
Wow. You know, this is, I think this is it's a fascinating corner of commerce that I think we don't often, I don't often think about. As you talk about it, I find it very interesting in the kind of buyer who has a different buying psychology, one from another, same age, same city, similar wealth. I find this very interesting and very appropriate. It seems very fitting for the luxury world, for the fashion world. You know, obviously higher purchase price, but a lot of consideration going into that, a lot of front end brand building that will result hopefully in monies for everyone. And treating that list, that base of customers, or people who have agreed, to be marketed to, treating that with care and intentionality. That seems very fitting to me. Sorry, I was cutting you off, Colin.
Oh, good. I would love your take on AI now, that how it relates to fashion in 2026, because I think there's a world where these two coexist, but I think there's also this kind of like judgment and very much a taste feature that needs to be involved with AI, unless these fashion brands produce just AI slop, which is basically unforgivable.
No, absolutely. You know, my view on AI is that in regards to parsing data and assisting you with something, it's pretty exceptional. There's a lot of work it does, which you just don't want to do, and a lot of it is administrative. But there's a strong correlation between what's commercially viable and the effort which goes into it. So, you know, you could make an AI image where if it was real, it would have been a beautiful photo shoot, but that asset in isolation doesn't really work because, number one, most people can still kind of see what's AI and what isn't. But also it's a particular industry where it hasn't been received with the open arms it may have been in tech and general BTC. But my personal view on it is, from an operational point of view and a technical point of view, it's great. And it's great to kind of act as a second head to think with you. But in terms of actually producing anything that's consumer facing, I think it's less of a matter of, is it there yet? And it's more of a matter of, should we be doing this at all?
Interesting.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Should you even go into that lane? That's a great point.
And I take you to mean here, agree, disagree, confirm, deny. I take you to mean, like, am I destroying brand equity by doing so?
Right.
Am I causing people to publicly revolt in Facebook comments if they do, or causing people to quietly walk away in the luxury world as you've described? Is that what you're hitting on?
Absolutely. You know, it's quite funny. You know, I actually did have a client that really wanted to explore AI. And the reason they wanted to explore it in this use case was, we're going to pay a lot of money for this photo shoot. We want to see conceptually what that photo shoot will look like with AI. And then we produce this content, and they like it so much that they want to publish it. I'm actually quite impressed with the content, and I can't tell it's AI in this regard. I think it's much more prevalent when you're doing sketches or you're doing outdoor shoots, but something on low exposure with high flash, it's pretty easy to create it with AI. The safeguard I did when publishing this as an ad is I put it on the stories format on Instagram. So if you want to comment on it, you can. You can only swipe up and go to the website. I think comments is a huge thing, because this is an audience which wants to see what the public is saying. You know, they want to see, does this have motion? And people go to the comments and they can be put off by people saying this is copying someone or it's uncool, or they can be put off over logistical reasons, like saying I ordered this 3 weeks ago and I haven't got it. You know, sometimes it's best to just not allow the comments so you can control your positioning and your image. And I think the story placement is so underrated for that. You can't even do it on Reels. You can comment on Reels. Story, it's like, look, you can swipe right or you can swipe up.
Wow. A little sauce right there. A little sauce right there.
A little sauce. Okay, Zarek, man, we appreciate you making the time to join us and giving us a window into, you know, retention and winning for these higher scale luxury fashion type brands. It's a very interesting window into this world that's truly a part of the e-com and consumer ecosystem. Man, tell us, man, where should people find you, follow you, talk with you? I mean, Panther Research, etc. Like, give us the whole list of how, you know, people should find you and get involved with you.
Hey, if you want to see what I'm up to, follow me on X. And if you want to give me some money, go to pantherresearch.com.
Let's go.
Very straightforward. I love that. I love that. Everybody, go give Zarek some money. You should. He knows what he's doing, especially in the fashion and luxury world. Man, we appreciate you making the time to join us. We look forward to having you back, brother. See you.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's been an honor.
A very interesting corner of the world. High consideration. There's just so many facets there.
There's so many rules that the normal D2C player just doesn't know or would even try to know entering into that space, and would probably trip over as they're trying to make their way through that space.
Yeah. And, you know, wouldn't come to mind or need to come to mind, you know, more just like, hey, let's move, let's execute, let's see what works, we'll iterate, keep going. Yeah. A lot more consideration on the front end.
Ton of consideration.
I like his illustration of buying a house or renting. You know, sometimes a lot easier to just rent, you know.
Totally.
It can be cheaper. It can be cheaper, can be quicker. You know, you buy a house, it takes a long time to get that equity for it to be, you know, something that makes sense on paper. That really can be the case. That can be the case.
I love it.
I think it's an interesting illustration, very fitting. Moving forward here, ladies and gentlemen, to our great finds upon the interwebs today. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Northbeam and Trend Track. Play it for us, producer Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market, is all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for Trend Track being part of the show. If you're in the ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that, Shopify says I made this much, I spent that much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data. Starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey from real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platform so they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what those platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. Great finds upon the internet, my friends. We doom scroll so that you don't have to. We summarize and accumulate so that you can be at the bleeding edge of the internet, as you must be, to win on the interwebs today. First find here, Walgreens gambling gift cards? Question mark. This comes to us by way of the van man with a van. He surfaced this here. He says we won't sell you cigarettes, but gambling gift cards, sure.
Oof. This is brutal.
In the financial services department, who knew that there was a financial services section at Walgreens? I had no clue.
Terrible.
But there is DraftKings right there. Play card. I've never heard of play card, but there is a DraftKings section right there. I do think that this is going to make like some 20-year-old, 25-year-old, 30, 35, 45. It's going to make somebody's day. You know, if they get this for, hey, happy Father's Day, happy birthday. I think they're going to be pretty excited. Interesting to have this at Walgreens. Did not know this would be part of their gift card offering. Your thoughts here, Colin Dougherty?
This is absolutely brutal. We just talked about brand equity. Walgreens brand equity is going into the toilet. The fact that this is under financial services and you're shilling out DraftKings is atrocious. And this is just horrible.
Let me ask this though. Like, is Walgreens like, you know, I mean, do we go there because we trust like the brand? I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't think I do.
This should not be under financial services.
I agree. I agree.
The category is insane.
I agree.
Like, this is just bananas that this is underneath of it. I would love if this was just like put in the bottom left corner on the floor in just like a little backdoor area. Like, this is insane.
There needs to be a section that has like DraftKings, Zens, and you know, like a few cases of certain kind of beverages. Like, it's gonna be like the man area.
Just a weekend. You know? Just a weekend.
This is like man weekend services. You know? You just
I get
it all right there.
I agree.
You know? Yeah, financial services not the best labeling on that one. Next, a little history. We'll walk down memory lane here, ladies and gentlemen. The evolution of McDonald's. Scroll down here, producer Jack, and bring us to the photo. We need to see the photo. Make this big for the good people of the internet watching here. 1987, playground outside. 1997, playground inside. That was big for me growing up outside of Dallas. Woof, hot playing on that playground outside. Okay, moving it inside, that's a plus. 2007, smaller playground. Remember that. 2026, no playground and pretty gray.
Look how corporate that looks.
Look
how corporate that looks.
It does.
I miss. Oh my gosh.
Do
you remember playing in that thing?
I
remember playing in that thing? Oh
Loved
my
it.
gosh. It
Loved
was the
it.
best. I remember when I would like run into other kids in there and I'd be like,
Yeah.
You're not my friend. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And they'd be
Hey
like,
there.
and I'd like push kids out of the way. I'd be like, hey, what's up? What'd you get? I remember I pushed some kid down a slide pretty hard. That was fun.
The other sweaty, maybe stinky children that were in there.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
strange.
Talk about a gross area too.
Oh, ugh. There's
Oh my
only
gosh.
one. There's actually only one restaurant that adequately cleans these things. I saw a study on it one time. There's only one restaurant that thoroughly cleans these things. Do you know who it is?
I'm gonna guess Burger King.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Chick-fil-A.
I believe it.
They're the only ones. They're the only
We're
ones.
goated
Yeah.
for a reason.
What a like bacteria farm, but
Oh my god.
Full of nostalgia. For me.
Yeah.
Full of good times. And I will say, I go to McDonald's with my kids now. Like, I have to tell them, like, hey, we're not going to play the iPad. You know, there's like installed iPads in all of these.
Yeah.
They're like installed at every table. I was like,
Yeah.
we're not going to do that. It's just like look at each other and talk and let's eat, you know. Yeah, there's a long explanation here from Akash Gupta that I thought very well written, probably AI written is my guess here, but very well written. Great points here, all the same. And he gets into why they had this development. I mostly just wanted to show it and just reminisce.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
Great finds. Maybe someday there will be more playgrounds at McDonald's outside, hot, stinky, sweaty, kids, random kids you don't know. And they're
Live
playing with
selling.
you. Live selling. Live selling DraftKings gift cards.
Thank you for the galaxy.
Oh, thank you. Maybe they'll be dressed up as Ronald McDonald, and they'll be
Thank you for the galaxy.
They'll be streaming inside the McDonald's. You know, or Grimace. Grimace is the
Shake.
purple guy, right? Yeah,
Grimace Shake. Yeah,
purple shake. Grimace Shake.
Grimace killed my
Next on our great finds. I'm really scared right now.
Yeah, really
Grimace killed my
scared.
family.
It's like insane.
Next on our great finds, coming to us by way of Polymarket, OpenAI alignment researcher has left the company to build AI that can, quote, non-invasively read human thoughts.
Jesus.
Kind of scary. I'll tell you this.
Gosh.
Like I'm not the worst guy in the world. I don't want anybody being able to read my thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't, and you know what? I don't want to read anybody else's thoughts either.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to know.
I am the worst guy in the world, and I still don't want you to read my thoughts. It's like a war in there. It's like a war zone that's going on.
I'd rather not know. Yeah, I'd rather not know. Now, a part of me thought when I first saw this, doesn't this already exist? I guess the Neuralink they would consider that invasive, but I think like the Neuralink can, you know, I can talk to my laptop, I can speak, I can move my mouse like without my hands, you know, I can just think and it does. So I would think that counts as read thoughts. I think the important piece here is non-invasively. Is that fair?
What's interesting is how many of these folks that are super high up at OpenAI, Google DeepMind, all of the crazy, you know, the Anthropics of the world, so how many of them are leaving to do other crazier things?
Right.
Like, they're like, hey, we're going to work on the best AI frontier model right now. It's like, awesome. That's cool. Hey, I just left. I'm actually going to figure out this thing where I'm going to be able to read your thoughts without even touching you. Or it's like, okay, that's crazy. It's like, oh no, I'm going to leave Google DeepMind because I want to figure out how to extend the human species another 300 years. It's like, it feels like they are like, they figured out like all of this stuff. Like they figured out that they got the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and they were like, I have all the money in the world. I think I'm just going to fix humanity now. Like, you know, it's like the final, it's their final push, you know?
Yeah. I've noticed like, take this example with OpenAI. There was another guy, I think, who left OpenAI. He just like went to the beach to write poetry. He's like, I've seen
he
enough.
checked out the main, he's about privacy,
security, something.
Security. Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm out. I'm going to write poetry at the beach and peace up, A-Town down.
Scary.
A little scary. I have noticed, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I have noticed some of the people that have left SpaceX, they go and work on like hardware, like very practical construction. It's like benefiting humanity in a very like physical, practical format. There's one guy that I have in my mind right now who's I've seen his ads a number of times. Like, I left SpaceX to like create affordable housing, and like this is the kind of wood we are using. All the houses being built right now, they're not using real wood, you know. And it's like a very different kind of that's my view right now, at least what I've seen is I'm leaving SpaceX to go do this very practical, hard thing that's going to physically benefit humanity. You know, it's just an observation. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Some of the smartest builders are at SpaceX currently. And if they ever leave, you know, it's some of the smartest people on the open market, and you're just watching with eyes peeled what they're going to do next.
Yeah, very much so. Last couple of great finds here upon the interwebs. Fishwife and PETA have beef. Fishwife and PETA are PETA being the pets, benefiting pets' lives thing, animals' lives thing. This comes to us by way of Vasa. He says, yo, we got PETA beefing with Fishwife before GTA 6. The ad here from PETA says something smells fishy, and it's Fishwife pretending dead fish are cute when every tin is a coffin. Tinned fish smells like death because it is. Pretty good ad, really. I think it's like pretty good ad on their part. I'm not commenting on either side here. I think Fishwife is cool. I love their branding, and also I like eating fish. So, I'm not a pescatarian. I eat all animals, but I thought a pretty good ad on their side, and maybe we should invite PETA and Fishwife onto the show just to hash out this beef. I'm just putting it out there.
You hate to see PETA punching down to Fishwife when they're just trying to make a good brand. And
it is punching down. That's a good point.
It's punching down, and Fishwife is just trying to make their name for themselves by making a good, solid brand that is a quality product. And you can pry fish out of my cold, dead hands because I'm going to have sushi until I die.
Same.
And you can take that, PETA, and run with it because you're never going to take sushi away from me, ever. You're never going to do it.
I feel the same. And the favorite form of fish for me is sushi, no doubt.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started.
Don't cook it. Just give me.
It feels like sushi's special because it feels like you can have unlimited sushi. Like you can always eat more. It's like, I'm not full. I've had 12 rolls. I'll have some more.
Yeah. Which is why all you can eat sushi places are like probably my favorite kind of restaurant. I'll give it a top 3 or 4 favorite kind of restaurant to go to. Not the kind that has the bar out there that you just go and select, but the kind where you say like, make me this, make me this, make me this, and then they make it. Right out. God, man, so good. Unending. Feels like it anyway. Yeah. Last of our great finds before the one and only Brian Bumgardner comes inside of the show for the North Beam weather report. Ketchup slices are a thing. Did you know this? Ketchup slices.
God, I don't want to.
Ketchup slices are real. We all know American cheese exists. Okay, we know that. What about ketchup? Ketchup slices for your burgers and sandwiches and more. Your thoughts on this? Do you like this form factor, Colin Dougherty?
My ADHD and like neatness really likes this, and I hate that I like it because it's just so portable and easy to use to put onto a sandwich. I hate to say it, but I do love this.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
I hate that I love it, but I love it.
I get a little grossed out looking at it, to be honest. It makes me a little queasy.
I'd be fine with doing this for all sauces, to be honest with you.
Oh gosh, I think we got to move forward because I'm getting sick to my stomach right now thinking of it. Just looking at this, producer Jack, it actually weird. makes me queasy, to be honest.
It's weird, but I like it.
And I like to think about like waving that thing and then biting into it, and I'm like tasting ketchup. Is just like it kind of makes me sick, to be honest. Not a fan. Happy to be proven wrong, but right now, just thinking about it like jiggling, and then I bite. It makes me.
How about just a sleeve of ketchup too for your hot dogs that you can just place on top of your hot dog? That sounds horrible.
Wow.
Small sleeve.
Wow.
It's a nightmare. That's a nightmare right there.
Woof. You know what else I don't want to see? I don't want to see a mayonnaise slice. I don't want to see mayonnaise slice.
That's next.
I don't want to see a mustard slice.
A queso slice.
Well, I guess
a relish slice. A relish slice.
Not for
all
me.
of them. All of them.
Not for me, ladies and gentlemen. Moving forward, we have the one and only Brian Bumgardner to give us the North Beam weather report. Before he comes inside of the show, a word from our sponsors over at Seguno and Rocked After Sale. Play it for us, producer Jack. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month and you can sprinkle in $3 to $4 extra on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with Rocked After Sale every single day by adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page, and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Truly a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of the show. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means that you don't have to seed your trust to big email. That's over attributed data with Seguno. Your Shopify data is the email data. It's a big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you build for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. You get a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. We'll extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of this show. I'm gonna play it. It's still. I know you don't like this one, but I'm gonna.
Weather report. Weather report.
We have coming inside of this show right now the one and only Brian Bumgardner of North Bean. Get inside of this show, Brian Bumgardner. Get in here.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Brian.
Brutal sound effect, right? That's a brutal sound effect.
You know, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. And by work in progress, I mean I have not worked on it since we talked about it last week. But we have Brian here. You're looking dapper as ever, sir. And one of the reasons that we love you to come, Brian, is not just because you are a handsome man, but because you have all of the data upon the interwebs for how everyone is winning or not on various channels and what media buying looks like for all of us collectively. Brian, in your wanderings and musings, you're collecting, you're annotating, you know, other verbs fail me right now. What have you been seeing over there on your side of the desk, Brian?
Am I allowed to cuss?
You are.
Yeah, do it.
Hit it. All right. Things are fucking bad, dude.
Oh, golly.
I've heard.
Oh,
Nightmare. Now, let me qualify that. If we're expecting to grow year over year, and we're expecting to acquire customers more profitably year over year, and if we're hoping to maybe spend the same or like a little bit less, or if we're spending more or getting more bang for our buck, in that context, things are pretty hard for us. So I've been sharing a lot of reports from like my H1, my first half, like retrospective that I think you guys have been seeing. A lot of people have been seeing online. I just published the newsletter today with most of those charts in it. So if you don't have that, go take a look at themediabuyer.northbeam.io. But what I did was compare first half 2026 to first half 2025 across like a ton of metrics, and it broke down by like a bunch of different categories of types of advertiser. And in that context, things are not really going well for most brands.
Ouch. Brian, is this I've got a chart here in front of me, but I don't know which one you want to focus on here. I've got H1 2026 CACs skyrocket for nearly all ad accounts. Is that what we're talking about here? Producer Jack.
There's so much data there. Let's look at that one. Because everybody's always like, well, can you tell me how like other people are doing in my industry? And I'm like, industry is one thing, but a better way to compare yourself is to what other ad accounts of similar size to you are spending, because that is a higher indicator of like how you're experiencing the market compared to just being in an industry. Because if you think about it, like you think jewelry, right? Like you go everywhere from like the studs, you know, $20 earrings all the way up to like $1,000, you know, necklaces, right? Like it's not, and those are very different things. So this chart right here, the way to look at this is figure out what you're spending a month across like all of your channels, and then look at the column that you fall into.
Yeah.
And then something you'll hear me do is percentiles a lot. And I know everybody slept through their college stats class, like I definitely did. But like basically that's how you can kind of see the distribution of who's doing really well and who's not. So for example, right here, the top left-hand corner, spend for brands spending less than 50K a month, year over year. Of all of the ad accounts we track, the bottom 25% of those ad accounts in terms of how much this number has changed
Mm.
The bottom 25% cut their spend by 42% or more year over
Really?
year. So these, I think, are probably outlier brands that are just really struggling. Maybe you don't have product market fit or something like that, right? But then you look at, let's say, the second column there. You're spending 50K to 100K a month on ads.
Yeah.
Year over year, there's the top 25% of people who changed their spend year over year, that top 75th percentile, increased their spend by more than 50% year over year, right? So this gives you an ability to kind of be like, all right, instead of just seeing one number, you can be like, all right, well, I know that I spend 50 to 100K a month. So I'm going to look at that column, right? And then you're going to figure out, all right, well, how much did your revenue change year over year? Let's say your revenue changed 15%. It increased 15% year over year. You can go and you can look there. That's going to be the second line and the second column. You can see that, all right, if your revenue increased 15%, you're somewhere between the median and 75th percentile. So you're probably in like the 60th, 65th percentile, right? So like if you want to know how well am I doing compared to everybody else, this is how you figure that out. So that's kind of how you read this chart. And that's why there's so much data on that. It's supposed to be about you comparing your performance to everybody.
It's very helpful. Go ahead, Colin.
It seems like the 1 to 3 million isn't doing terrible, but they're also not doing great. So they're really kind of like threading this needle through this really horrible time, basically.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think the people spending that much are right at this level where they have enough budget to test into new channels, and they have enough like creative execution ability to test into new channels. And that's where they're like finding these edges, right? People spending, $3 million or more a month are probably pretty legacy at this point. And you're just going to see diminishing returns, right? So I've found that 500K band plus the like 1 to 3 million band, they're the most nimble in terms of like their ability to respond and react. They have enough testing budget to test in new channels. They're starting to reach the limit of Facebook because, by the way, there is a finite number of people in America, and you can advertise to all of them on Facebook and reach a point where everyone on Facebook knows who you are, and you see diminishing returns, right? So I think the big takeaway from this chart is that everyone is increasing spend, but revenue, new customer revenue, these like conversion metrics are not moving linearly in line with your increased spend. And what I mean by that is you are increasing spend, but you're not getting as much bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And that is what we're seeing constantly. And I mean, if Meta's earning reports are anything to go by, they need to make more money than us from us, right? So like these prices are going to always increase. They're never going to go down. And like, I think even if you overlaid an understanding of inflation on top of this, it really wouldn't change this chart very much either.
You know, what I find fascinating as we look at this, Brian, there's I find the monthly ad spend like sections here to be fascinating, especially like 50 to 100. If you're in the bottom 25th, bottom 25%, and you're in the 50 to 100K per spend per month. Like if you're doing really bad, you might have dropped your spend by like 9%. Might have dropped your revenue by 15%, your new revenue by 17%. Not nearly, not even like in the same time zone as what's happening just next door with less than 50K per month, where they're like
brutal.
Their revenue is just dropping off into the ocean, and their CAC is plus 50% more expensive. It's interesting to see like these different revenue bands and how they play together.
Yeah.
50 to 100K. Very positive overall, although, still some are losing. If they're losing, it's, maybe still workable. 200 to 500K, very positive overall. 500K to $1 million. Got some big winners there. Man, if you're on that lower end, golly, it's rough out there under the boards.
Yeah, I think the thing to take away from this is like running a business is hard. The left end of that chart where the spend is really low, if you are in, and this is only inclusive of businesses in our data set that were in both years. So if you are spending less than 50K a month and you've been unable to get out of that for a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, I have a question of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
The flip side of that is like a lot of these brands run into another ceiling when they start spending 100 to 200K, and that's when the numbers kind of stop making sense. When you've really sucked up like the easy winnings early on Meta, and all of a sudden you start being like, wait, what the heck is going on here? Like I'm turning certain campaigns off and it's affecting others and it shouldn't be. Like that's when things start getting even more confusing. That's when usually when people come to us with attribution needs, they're like, the numbers don't make sense. So yeah, if there's anything to take away from this chart, it's that the vast majority of businesses struggled. They struggled in gaining more revenue. They struggled in efficiency metrics. They struggled in new customer acquisition. And they struggled like in revenue and customer acquisition costs, most notably. The difference is there's a tiny little set of advertisers that are just absolutely destroying it.
They are. They are.
Right. So who are those people? What are they doing? How are they doing it? Right. And we've kind of been hinting and alluding to that over the past couple of weeks, and especially at Northbeam, they're launching more ad creative. They're testing into new channels. They're really using TikTok Shop correctly. There's the landscape of performance marketing is shifting. And I think it's up to us to be aware of how this arithmetic works and adjust accordingly.
Boy, there are some drastic bright spots on here. I mean, drastic. Like you're noting, there are some drastic bright spots amidst all of this. Like the spend 500K to $1 million, top 25%. Brother, they're up 62% in spend,
which
up
is
revenue
crazy.
54%, new revenue up 42%. CAC. Oh, that went down 0.5%. It's like crazy. There are some like drastic winners all throughout here. Yeah, something to be studied, because amidst all of the difficulties out there on the web, man, there are people finding a way forward, leveraging TikTok Shop, more creative, all of the things. It's inspiring in many ways to like find a way forward to, man, I got to grow and find my way up into these higher echelons. And what are these people doing that are winning in 2026 in ways that maybe we'll be writing books and making movies about hereafter? It's significant. Wow. Very interesting. Well, Brian, what else in your back pocket on your docket here this week and beyond, sir? We appreciate you making the time to join us and explaining this here. Anything else you got in there that we need to be thinking about, spinning around, etc., as we move our way through this week?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be at Camp Commerce tomorrow. I'm
Awesome.
sure there's some viewers who will be there. That'll be a great time.
At the Billions house,
Flex,
a
little
small cabin by the sea,
intimate
at
vibe.
the Billions house, maybe talking with the New York Stock
casually.
Exchange. Who knows? Hard to say. Golly, good on you.
So that'll be a good time. I think more stuff to think about. If you go and you look at all these charts about Meta and about performance changing and about year-over-year struggles, I would say go and compare yourself to what you see. How far off are you compared to the highest performers in your various categories? If you're way, way off, that's okay, because we are still early in what I think are going to be some pretty dramatic changes to what's going on in the ad platforms. TikTok Shop is getting better and better every day. Live shopping is blowing up. AppLovin gets better and better every day. Meta customer acquisition costs and conversion rate arithmetic has completely shifted, it's still the best performing full funnel channel. The math is just different now. Throw on top of that, like the kind of a flop of ChatGPT ads, right? Like that channel is probably not going to open up to us. So
Brutal.
if you're really struggling, that's okay because we're still early. But right now is a great time for anybody watching this who's trying to prepare for Q4. I think really tighten your math up. This is not any different than what I was saying last year, but revenue for revenue's sake is just not helpful. It's not helpful. I think it's a great time to buckle down into profitability. It's a great time to focus on efficiency. Like we were talking last week, really owning your audience and having a strong list of people and customers that you have relationships with that you can trust for money. And for revenue and LTV, I think this is a great time to be preparing for Q4. Maybe your revenue number will be smaller this year, but if your profitability, your efficiency is all higher, I think you can be happy. I hate being like a storm is coming or whatever, but we've just been on this like funny downward trend of normalization since COVID, since the e-com boom of COVID, right? And we're still on that path. So I think thinking about your business into how can I scale this thing while staying profitable, which is not what a lot of people are doing, by the way, openly, publicly. But if you're thinking about how do I keep this thing profitable so that I can keep the doors open for as long as possible, I do think the economy will turn around, consumer spending will turn around. And if you can keep yourself solvent till that point, you're going to be great.
Let's go.
Let's go. Love to hear it.
Let's go.
And I totally agree. And this gives me hope, Brian Bumgarner. I think everybody should do a couple of things. They should go to the mediabuyer.northbeam.io, subscribe to Brian's newsletter. Absolutely one of the best inside of our entire ecosystem and sphere, and you can be up to date and comparing like, hey, how am I doing in the context of everybody else? I also think everybody should go and follow Brian on X personally, because you probably haven't ever been to the Billions house, but Brian has, and he's going to be hanging out there in is this the Hamptons? Is that what this thing is? The Hamptons? This is still a little bit. I mean, I've never been there. The Hamptons still a little mysterious to me, but I think that's where you want to be. And Brian's going to be there, and I'm sure he'll be giving us pictures of caviar and all the things that are happening over the weekend. Brian, we love you and we love your perspective, and we appreciate you bringing this data for the whole ecosystem. We're going to be following along. Have an awesome weekend, and we look forward to having you back. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
You got to slide through the storm right now, folks. You got to slide through that storm.
Thread the needle. Thread the needle. Thread the needle profitably. Okay. The scoreboard is your bank account. Okay.
Yep.
The scoreboard is it's not ROAS. It's not did overall revenue go up and to the right. It's like how much was left over in my bank account. Can I keep the doors open? Can I put groceries on the table? That's absolutely the scoreboard. And I feel positive that Brian thinks, hey, things are going to turn around here. It makes me feel good, actually. He's the one who's looking at this stuff all the time. That make you feel good?
Yeah, I feel pumped about it. I mean, he gives us that optimism, and also that you're not alone. You're not alone in this fight. Even if you're the best media buyer in the entire world, sometimes Meta is just not going to let you have that day.
Yeah, that is the case. That is the case. There are headwinds to fight as we sail on collectively. Moving forward to a little closing time, words of wisdom, maybe some breaking news, maybe an unboxing. I don't know. We shall see. Colin Dougherty, I don't know if you have dug up some breaking news for us, but we will cover it if we have. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Sati and Propel. Play it for us, producer Jack. People are the most important part of your business, and finding real A players is hard and incredibly time-consuming. Propel is the best recruitment agency out there for e-com brands and agencies who source talent from the US, Latin America, and beyond. We're talking video editors, graphic designers, media buyers, and more. The best part is they work on performance. You only pay a one-off fee, no retainers and no ongoing costs. Every hire comes backed by a free month guarantee. Go to wearepropel.com/ecom-cowboy-propel. If you mention Ecomm Cowboy, you're going to get 10% off your first hire. Many thanks for Propel being part of this show. Your affiliate program, it looks fine on paper. Commissions going out, sales coming in, but the industry is built on last click attribution. It's an oversimplification of affiliates as a channel. Sati is the first affiliate platform built on multi-touch attribution, cookieless, Shopify native, services who introduced your customer, who nurtured them along the way, and who closed the sale. So you're no longer just looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of how your affiliate channel moves people through the buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. Get 20% off your plan. Many thanks for Sati being part.
Breaking news.
I believe we have some breaking news here, Colin Dougherty. What is it, sir?
Let's rock and roll. Jack, do you have the clip that I shared with you? Let's take a look at this. Jack, can you start this from the beginning just so we can see a glimpse into the future of what is being built in Texas right now? This is shared from SpaceX for the new Terrafab factory.
Wow.
100 million square feet.
100 million square feet. Foundation for, what does this say here? Can you read the tweet, Colin Dougherty?
Foundations for an exciting future are being built in Texas. Look at the size of that thing.
What is this facility? Is this shared by Elon?
So they're building this, and it's going to be for all of the chips for Tesla, for SpaceX, for everything. And it's also going to be ginormous.
Wow. Elon says SpaceX and Tesla's Terrafab chip mega factory will be the largest and most valuable building on Earth.
On Earth. Look at that thing. It's incredible. And it's 2 hours away from the Gigafactory as well, but it is 100 times larger than the Gigafactory.
So I believe this is going to be in Grimes County.
Grimes
For
County.
those who don't know where Grimes County is, okay, I have to admit, even I didn't know where Grimes County is, which is kind of crazy, okay? Kind of crazy. Grimes County is just outside of College Station. So in between Houston and College Station, Grimes County lives. And apparently the largest, most valuable facility on planet Earth is going to be built there. It's going to be 100 times larger than the Gigafactory. Is that the case?
That is, and it's going to be 3,000 net new jobs are coming to it. The first phase is going to cost $16.8 billion, and it's going to be 100 million square feet. 100 million square feet.
That's crazy. Bro, I would imagine
it's going to be a whole city.
I would imagine 3,000 new jobs is like just the beginning, just to drop.
If that's the start.
Yeah, that's just the start. I mean, if this thing is 100 times larger than the Gigafactory, this thing's going to be like, there's going to be like a whole new city that, begins around this entire thing. It's going to be Terrafab, Texas. Like and probably all of Texas A&M, all of the Texas A&M grads will be finding a way to stick around College Station and just go work directly right there. I mean, that's what I would want to do if I were a fighting Texas Aggie. That's it's incredible to me. That's like out in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
For all of our D2C e-commerce friends that are building physical products that it's very hard to do, know that someone is also building $100 million square foot factory somewhere, basically building a town. That's wild. I promise you can ship that pair of shoes, or you can ship that hat. It's feasible. You can do this because people have done greater.
It's fascinating.
It's incredible.
Fascinating. Incredible. Well, I do have to say I'm a little biased. I am looking forward to it being in the great
bullish Texas
state of Texas. Bullish. Perhaps the new what do they call it? Silicon, not Silicon Valley, but Silicon. I don't know. There's like some other name for Austin, Dallas, Houston, that triangle. There's been like some names going around, and I'm missing on one right now. You're looking like I don't know what I'm talking about. There is something to this. It does. It exists. Yeah. There's a name. You're going to force me to look it up right now.
You like totally made this up. You like
no, I didn't. I didn't. For Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Silicon Valley, something. I'm telling you, there's a name for this that exists. It is called Silicon Hills. When people specifically mean Austin's individual tech hub identity, they refer to it as Silicon Hills. Broader regional economic zone is sometimes nicknamed the Texaplex, the Texas Triangle. Okay, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. Yeah, I think you're right.
You like made this up in a dream. You made this up in a dream.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I may have made this up,
but
we'll see. Maybe there will be an interesting new name coined out of the attempt to find it here on this show. Closing time words of wisdom. First here on deck, a little co-packer risk. This comes to us by way of Van Man, who is identifying perhaps some troubles with the avocado oil chip creation industry. He says here, this type of stuff happens when every brand uses a co-packer. Hire employees and make your own stuff. Whatever you're making, co-packers are the same as private equity, he says. And he is screenshotting an article here that identifies the avocado oil chips, which I have bought many of these. You're eating may not be pure avocado oil. Did a test here, 93% of chips, 71% of mayonnaises, and 100% of salad dressings labeled as authentic avocado oil contained other oils as well. I don't know where he got this info, but if true, of note, and maybe not the best, we can all agree on. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty?
Build vertically, own your supply chain. It's harder up front, but it's going to pay off 12-fold, 100-fold at the end.
Totally agree. Next, an ad format that is still crushing that we have covered several times here on the show. This post comes to us by way of Antonio Venter. He says an ad format that's going really crazy for us right now. Where is Antonio? What is he doing? He works at Scale It. He says an ad format that's working for us, the surprise customer call, which we first noticed out of Breeze.
Exactly.
Shout out to Shaq and Aaron.
Shout out.
The founder calls a real customer. Customer doesn't know the call is coming. We record it. Founder just asks normal questions. Why do you keep ordering? What changed since you started using it? Would you recommend it? The key is that nothing can be scripted. Customer surprise is the whole ad. People have become very good at spotting staged testimonials, coached answers, and AI voices. A real person caught off guard cannot be faked. What I like about this post is that he is like showing the results. Amount spent, 20K. Purchase conversions, 100K. ROAS, 4.8. Pretty killer.
Rips right now. It rips right now. Yeah, I totally agree. Keep using this if you got the huevos to pull it off.
Nothing beats authenticity, ladies and gentlemen. Next, word of advice from Zane, the one and only not Zane. Again, he brings this to us, and I have to say, I completely agree with him. He says, what people are comfortable telling you in person versus what they're willing to put into a text message versus what they're willing to post publicly is so different. Twitter, also X, Zane, sorry to point that out, is great. But if you want the real sauce of what's working and agency, SaaS, brand, reputation, etc., you really need to be doing more in-person networking and events, in my opinion. I agree. Even better if people have a couple drinks in them. I agree. That's when the NDAs really start to get violated. There is a maxim, a proverb.
Brutal.
Sorts. Drink with a man, he'll tell you what he knows. And that is absolutely the case. I agree with Zane. That's why I've done so many events in the past. It's why I love going to them now, is because in a few minutes, man, you get sauce that you it's just hard to get anywhere else. People tell you what's working and what's not, what troubles they're facing, and you can get a real path forward. I've told stories of this from days of yore. Your thoughts on this?
Completely agree. You get the real sauce of what's actually working, and also you get to connect with people in a real way. I've had some of my best friendships sprout from in-person events and getting to know people in person, and it just adds a layer to that friendship that you don't get just online.
And I would say our friendship began to bud from an event.
Potentially.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah,
Would
that's
you
fair.
agree?
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's
initiated, began?
Maybe.
You were stalking me, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
To get me to said event. That's what you're saying. And admitting.
Dude, I'm good at it.
That's good on you. Is what it
Yes.
is. Good on Colin. Colin is the secret weapon inside of not only this show, but much ado about in e-commerce partnerships extraordinaire. Next on our closing time words of wisdom, Nikita Beer signing off from X. I do have to say, Nikita, the guy was just shipping every single day to take X into its new flourishing moment, which it absolutely is. I don't think anyone can deny that. Scroll down here, Producer Jack. Look at this video. Look at this video. Yes, we will unbox next, but look at this video. Okay, this is like a timeline of everything they just shipped, like with dates. It just more. You see this? Are we looking at the same thing here? Colin
I get it. Yeah, I get it. You also have to understand the time. You have to understand the timing of this and what just happened. Do you understand?
No. You're just talking theories. You're talking theories, which have been debunked in the comments. Been debunked. Yeah,
that's fair. I'd be curious where he goes next.
Well, he's got to keep working with X. I think he's an advisor right now.
Yeah, but like, is he going to build his own thing now?
Well, he could.
He's done it before. I think he will again.
He totally could, and he's a great builder who's had many acquisitions, multiple acquisitions, large ones. He has this to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pass the torch and demote myself to my natural state, a poster. I'll be stepping back from leading product for X and will continue on as an advisor. Serving the X community has been the privilege of a lifetime. X is and will remain the most important communication technology in history, but running the app is a 24/7 job, and it's now time for me to take a breather. The app is seeing unprecedented growth in new users and engagement. We continue to break records every month. We've climbed 70 spots in the App Store since this time last year. Crazy. And in the last 400 days, we've rebuilt almost every aspect of X: timeline, Android app, onboarding, notifications, chat, and more. We also launched 30 new products while protecting the integrity of the town square. The country of origin, like very much of note, mounting defenses against AI bots. Certainly much more work to be done, but our foundation is stronger than ever. Thank you to Elon and the X team for welcoming me into the company. See you on the timeline. Also, he says in a comment below, he screenshots the App Store here.
Let's go.
At number 5 overall. Very, kind of a baller way to mic drop is what I would say.
Number 5 in the App Store, number 1 in our hearts.
That's right. Thank you, Nikita. I don't think he's going anywhere. He's going to continue advising, but he thinks he needs a breather. I can only imagine what it's like working under Elon in a position like this. Don't you think, bro, you're like always on all the time?
You're always on 365. 365, you're always on. Yeah. You're plugged in.
You're plugged in. You're plugged in.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I would say is a very welcome time here on the show. We don't do this often, but it is time to do it now. I am talking about unboxing action. This comes to us by way of After Sell. I do have to say, I already opened mine a little bit. Okay, I do know what's in here. Of course, we can see your last month, so I know there's some goodies inside of this.
Gosh, I'm gonna be 600 pounds, dude. I can already tell.
You're gonna be 600 pounds, and you're gonna love every second of it.
Oh my gosh, the unboxing experience is incredible. right?
Bro, it's like I feel like I'm getting an Apple laptop, except
Look at
it's like the best cookies in the world.
What?
Okay, last crumb. What do I do? How do I
I think you
open this
slide.
thing? Do I slide? No, I think it's a
Slide? Oh no, it's not. It's a
Slider?
flap on the front.
It's a
flap on
flap.
the front. It says
Oh,
open the damn box.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that bad boy.
Oh.
What's up, Aftercell?
Whoa.
What's up, Aftercell? Friend of the show, enabler, participator of the show.
What?
Rocked
Get you
Aftercell.
that. Let's go. Can you get that?
Scan to get the report. Your revenue doesn't stop at checkout. Neither should you, ladies
Nah,
and gentlemen. Hard to leave.
Scan mine instead. Scan
Alright,
mine.
no, scan mine.
Mine's cooler.
Scan mine. Don't scan Colin's. Scan mine.
Whoa. You
about-
can win you can look at this.
Oh,
you
you-
can win
I just
a pair
already
of
started. Oh, little Ray-Ban meta glasses.
plus $1,000 worth of products. They have
Win.
so much in here. Look at this.
Caraway, Ridge, Cozy Earth,
me
Armra,
get that.
Vacation, Hexclad.
Look at that.
Winner selected August 31st and announced September 3rd. So there is time. Here's how to enter. Take a photo of the box. Email Alicia. Share. Yes. Person who dropped. Oh, I like it. I like it.
Wow.
Methinks there's something to this. I definitely want to win and participate. Can we look at these cookies?
Wow.
Okay.
Look at these
Netflix
cookies.
and Crunch. Great name. Okay. Donkey Kong. Banana cream pie. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Everything but candles. Okay, the sprinkles on this one, my girls are going to love. They're gonna
Floor
eat
is
that
lava.
up.
Floor is lava.
Oh, that one's mine. I'm keeping that bad boy.
Netflix
Look
and
at that.
crunch. A cinnamon toast crunch.
Floor is lava. Looks incredible.
You have the
OG.
OG as well. You got the OG.
Mama's gonna like that one. Mama's
Oh
gonna
my
like
gosh.
that one. Oh, how about when life gives you lemons? Look at that.
I love that. Love that.
Hey, the report we have covered here on the show.
It's true.
You remember this? We covered here on the show. You want to talk
We
about?
covered on the show.
You want to talk about juicy deets on
Yeah.
revenue? What to do? Where to do it? You need to go deeper.
Yeah.
Don't scan Collins. Scan mine.
Scan mine. I'm so much cooler. Scan mine instead of Chris's. Don't scan that one.
Scan the
Look
man
back a little
who
bit.
is wearing the cowboy hat. Scan mine. Okay.
Scan the guy that's eating the cookie right now, because Chris isn't. He won't even eat a cookie, which is crazy.
That's not true. That's
Look
not
at this.
true.
I'm tackling this right now, and you're
You
not going to
tackling
tackle
that
it.
bad boy now? I'm tackling
Look at
this
this.
one now. Which one are you doing? I kind of want the
OG.
lemon, really. You want OG? I want lemon. Let's get this bad boy. We're going to be doing some taste testing tomorrow too,
We are. The OG is incredible.
bro. The scent of this lemon, golly,
Hits you.
Oh my gosh, man.
Unbelievable. Just what you want after a 3-hour live show is a delicious cookie.
Incredible. Fantastic.
That gave me life. That gave me some life. Oh my
Look
gosh.
at this. I want to save. Now I want to try a different one.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
anyone that's watching, make
Hey.
sure you scan my code last. Make sure you scan mine right here. There we go.
The Netflix and Crunch is cinnamon toast crunch flavored,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of crazy. Do I want to do banana cream pie? I really want to do floor is lava.
I'm gonna heat them up. I'm saving the rest to heat up in the microwave.
I'm just gonna have just a little bit of this.
And
floor is
remember
lava.
too, scan mine right here.
Don't
Hit me
scan
with
his,
scan.
scan mine.
Scan mine too.
Oh, bro, the floor is lava.
Crazy.
The floor is lava is where it's at. I'm just gonna
Can you
have
eat
one more.
all? Can you eat all the cookies on stream right now?
I could eat all these and I would feel very sick if I did, but
You should eat all of them on stream right now. Jack says, yes, please eat them on stream. It would make me happy. That's what she just said.
I'll
Damn.
be sick. I'll be sick the rest of the day if I do.
No, you'll be fine.
All of them?
All of them.
Do you want to know how many calories are in each one of these? God, they're so good. I think if it's on stream, it doesn't count.
No. No shot.
Okay. Here's the deal. You should get the report. After sale, friend of the show.
The report.
Sponsor the show. Do that. Scan my code to get it.
Don't scan Chris's. No, don't scan Chris's.
Here's what's going to happen. If I get any goodies,
Mine's way better.
If I get any goodies, I'm going to share my goodies with you. Actually, I would love to share these goodies right here with you. I would love to share these, but you're not here.
Here's the deal.
Undisclosed.
I'm gonna figure out who scans mine. I'm just doing it for the love of the game. I'll give you the goodies that I win. I don't even want any of them.
No, that was my idea. That's what I just said. You are taking my idea. I just said that.
But I'm doing it in a cooler way. So that's why we win.
I just said that. You stole my idea.
And on top of that, if I see you in person at an event, I'll buy you one of these cookies too.
All right.
I'll give you more.
Let me up the ante here.
Man.
If I win and you scanned my thing, okay, and not only am I sharing goodies with you, you're going to come to the massive tailgate that we are throwing at the Texas-Arkansas game. You're going to come with us to the game, and we're going to have a baller of a weekend here in Austin, Texas, the unofficial home of internet entrepreneurship. And we're going to get ready for Black Friday together. How about that?
How about this? I'll one-up you. You scan mine and I win. I'll drive whoever scans mine. I'll drive your kids to school for a week. I will drive your kids to school for a week.
You're not going to do that.
In my car.
No.
If you are in a close proximity to me in Charlotte, I will do it.
Yeah.
I will drive them to school for a week.
I actually upped the ante on mine.
Look at that. That's a good
scan mine too. Scan mine. Go get the report. I will say there are like some like offers and like service partners inside of our industry where it's just like an almost like it's just like a too good to be true type deal. Like, you know, and after sale is like one of those. After sale rocked by rocked, you know, the rock thanks on the back. It's like the free money type thing. I mean, it does feel like that. It really does. Go get the report, scan my thing, and
scan this one too. Last one.
Come hang out. Forget Colin. Forget Colin's thing. Scan my thing.
I'll drive your kids to school for a week if you live in Charlotte. A week.
And here's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to share goodies together, and we're going to go to the Texas-Arkansas game, and we're going to have a great time. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to our moment of zen as we exit this show. On our way, a word from our sponsors over at Ty. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about a third of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sit idle. Ty identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Ty's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you today. Many thanks for Ty being part of the show. As we exit this show, a moment of zen for us all who are continually upon the internets, as they may be, perhaps a time to escape, touch a little grass. This is the Rock's Eye in Utah, a thing of beauty, I must say. Final words from you, Colin Dougherty, as we exit this show.
I'm having these cookies, and I think more people should eat freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. So
I agree.
Work that into your week or weekend. Bake some freshly baked chocolate chip cookies with your partner, because it's always a win.
humanity probably a little happier at the end of the day with chocolate chip cookies and scanning my code from Rocked After Sell Revenue Report. Many thanks to Cody Wittick. Bring us back here, producer Jack. Many thanks for Cody Wittick, co-founder of Kynship, joining us at the top of the show. Many thanks to Aaron Warshawsky, newly minted Chief Revenue Officer over at CTC, joining us today. Many thanks to Zarek Khan of the newly developed Panther Research, winning for luxury and fashion brands on the retention side of things. Many thanks to Brian Bumgarner of Northbeam for joining us for the weather report. Thank you to Slash, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, TrendTrack, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, and the one and only Rocked After Sell for making this show possible. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on the other side.